Awesome. Hi everyone, how's it going? I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do something like this for quite a while. I've been having a lot of fun doing the lives, but I kind of wanted to do something a little different. Some people are doing kind of like different kinds of shows on here, but I definitely wanted to lean on that and do something fun. I love doing these live hauls myself. If you don't know me, I'm Ava. I started my Depop like almost 3 years ago, and I've been selling ever since, and it's so much fun for me, and I love the story behind everything. So I just wanted to like quickly introduce what I'm trying to do here and what my goal is and my purpose of this whole show before I get Emilee in here. And I wrote notes because I don't want to forget anything because I'm only going to do this once. So when I came up with the name Unseen, basically my whole thing from it is like everything we get and everything that we source, we're literally like picking up someone's trash, right? Whether that's at a thrift store. I pick up stuff literally like on the sidewalk sometimes here in LA, and it's all about like seeing like something special in that piece and being able to present it in a way that other people can recognize that. And that's something that as a thrifter, whether you're a reseller or just personally, you are able to start to see those things when you go into a messy thrift store. Like, you have to be able to recognize the things that you like, and there's different kinds of levels and perspectives of that, but that's the gist of what we are doing in here. So my goals with this, I kind of just want to share info with each other because, right, I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. I think there used to be a lot more gatekeeping in the vintage world back in the day with the old heads and everything, and now there's a lot more shared information. You can Google things pretty quickly, but a lot of big guys are getting into this game. We're seeing Nordstrom getting in, Urban Outfitters, and any little like gatekeeping within each other I think is silly at this point. We need to be helping each other, lifting each other up, getting each other hyped, because it's going to be us versus them soon, not us versus each other. I want all of us to be, we have a really like dope community here, and at first it's going to be a lot of resellers that I'm going to be having on as guests, but I want to expand. So in the future, I want to get like stylists on here. I want to get people who are creatives, artists, all different types of people and their perspectives and how they are able to walk into an environment and recognize things that they find beautiful and that they find special, and they're able to put their aura together from those things. So that's everything. We are going to be doing giveaways tonight from shit we hauled. There's no real rules with how I'm doing this. I'm having the guests on. I'm not checking their receipts. I'm not making them get everything in a 24-hour period. Basically, I say, hey, you have a few days to go do some thrifting or sourcing, however that looks for you. It looks different for us all, but go do some sourcing, bring your like bags, and we're going to haul it all, and we're going to go from there. From you guys, I'm going to do housekeeping one time. Don't be a dick. As I'm having different people on, we're not researching the shit. This is like straight from the thrift store to our floor to you guys. So there might be like fake teas. Like, you might see something that you think stupid, like that someone like way overpaid for. Like, we can talk about shit in the comments, and I want the comments to be interactive and part of this whole thing. I think there's a lot that we can get from each other, but please don't be a dick about this. I want this to be a good, positive, learning environment, and I don't want anyone to feel shitty about something. If you see anything you like on the hauls, like, do not hesitate to DM the guest and hit them up if you want to get it or whatever. You can hit them up that way. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or there's any additional information that you guys want to add as we're like talking about things, or you have like a follow-up question or anything, like please ask it. I purposefully wanted to do this here on Instagram versus like recording it previously and putting it on YouTube or just doing audio or whatever. Like, I want this engagement. I want us all to be able to learn from each other. And when I'm doing my ones normally just by myself and there's 10 people in here, people are adding comments and teaching me shit all the time, and I think that's so valuable, and that's what I want. So does that sound good, guys? I'm probably gonna do so I have one thing to give away, and Emily has one thing to give away. We're going to do one in the middle and then probably one at the end. Also, if you guys have any guest recommendations, DM me, hit me up. I really want people who have like a very like, they have a vibe and they're like doing something special with their curation or whatever. So if you have anyone that you would love to hear talk about like their experience doing that and what that means to them, let me know and I will hit them up. I have a long list already, so it might be a while, but yeah, definitely let me know because I want to expand from people in my little world, little bubble. All right, I think that's everything. I am gonna get Emilee in here and we are gonna get this thing rolling. Thank you guys all so much for hopping in today too. I have been so excited to see how many people were excited about this and just here for the ride. Hi, Emilee.
Hello.
How are
Hi.
you?
I'm
Let me get
good.
this
How are
adjusted.
you?
I'm good. I'm excited. Thanks everyone for coming. Holy shit, 40 people. You guys rock.
Yeah, your intro was really good.
Good. I hope I didn't miss anything.
No, it was really good.
I'm
And I
like,
mean, I'm
okay,
sure
is there
you did,
anything?
and you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, okay. That was like all the important stuff for sure.
Thank you so
That's it.
much for having
Yay!
me.
I'm so excited to have you on. Do you want to like give a quick intro on like who you are, what you do,
That's a good idea. I'm
that whole thing?
Emily. I'm the
Okay.
thrift store bitch.
Yes.
I'm in Eugene, Oregon, and I started really reselling probably a year ago. I made this like Instagram a year ago, and I've been thrift
Did you
like
start reselling like straight on Instagram?
yeah, like honestly, I
Okay.
really thought like
That was your first place you were selling.
I was just like, yeah, I'll just make a
Damn,
page.
cool.
I know. I saw another girl doing it and I just like, it was one of the first pages. Her name was Esther and she's like such a small little like
Yeah.
page. It wasn't her full-time thing and I was like, I could do that. And
Yeah.
then it started to happen and then I started following more people and seeing like all the other options.
Yeah.
And I think I've like thrown some stuff on eBay every once in a while, like some random stuff. But yeah. I haven't been doing it
Crazy.
long,
When did you
and
actually start your Depop then? Because that's your like main platform now, right?
yeah, so probably like a few months in. So maybe like in March of last year, right when COVID was
Crazy.
happening, because I was like, oh, everyone's gonna start shopping online, like when
Yeah.
everything started to shut down. And I'm
And they
sure,
did.
yep, like everyone got that idea. Look at what
I think
happened.
we all saw that. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that was awesome. It's interesting how many people are starting selling on Instagram now. They're like
yeah,
finding it. I mean, even before I like really was like heavy into reselling, I was just like casually on my Depop. Like I was getting recommended picture like just like reseller like
yeah,
more boho-y like kind of
yep.
women's stuff.
That's exactly what it
But there's
was
so many
too.
accounts that are doing that.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see
Cool.
how it happens too. Like, I wonder what the future is with that,
I
the whole
know.
shop button. We'll see.
Yeah, I know. They want a chunk of our change for sure.
Yeah.
Instagram, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I think we should just get started because I think we both have a lot, right?
Yeah.
I have a
And
lot.
I am so
um,
much.
so we can just like start doing, we can like talk about things as we're showing them, but
Yeah.
do you want to start?
Okay. Okay. I said I was from Oregon, right? And I have such an
Yes.
Oregon thing to start. Camo. I find so much camo in
Yes.
Oregon. So I found this hoodie and I'm doing it in like
Sweet.
no really specific order, just so you know.
Yeah.
This was just the closest thing to me. It
Yeah.
is, a little, what is this, like a collared thing, half
Oh
zip,
yeah, like a quarter zip. Yeah.
quarter zip, outdoor
Yeah.
large jerseys tag. Dude,
Nice. Oh,
D
sweet.
Depop people, they eat it up
No,
and it's in good
honestly, like
condition.
I grab, oh, I'm from Montana for those of you who don't know. Um, like when I was back home and I was doing this, I was getting all so much camo. And that like more even like more modern, worn in, like real camo sweatshirts and tees and stuff. Like,
Yep.
yeah. On Depop, it's so much about like the vibe of something. I feel like almost more than the brand a lot of the times.
And you
So,
gotta like, okay, and you wear it, I wear it ironically, right? Because like
yeah.
I've never been hunting in
Yeah.
my life and I don't plan on it, but
Right.
it's like what is it? Oh God, a low hanging fruit in Oregon. It's just like it's everywhere, might as
Yeah.
well just grab it and flip it for someone who can't get it as easy. So
Yeah,
there.
no, that's a good like bread and butter piece, I feel like, for you.
Yeah, yeah,
A
totally.
quick flip.
And it's easy thrash too. Like if it's in good condition, people want that, but then the thrashed like condition, people will get that too.
Totally.
I can
Um,
do, yeah.
yeah, show me
I
another
have like a
one.
second camo thing. It's not
Yeah,
that
show
exciting.
me. No, camo's
It's
good. It's like an animal print almost. Like
yes.
I put it in the same category of like how you can wear it with other colors and stuff. Like
This was
it's in that same kind
$10.
of vibe.
It
Ten
was
bucks.
50% off, and it's like, okay, so I'm really close
Is
to
it
the camera,
is
huh?
that a Carhartt?
It looks like it though, right? It's not.
It does.
It's leading the way outdoors Walker brand.
Yeah.
So it's just like some random, but it looks like a Carhartt. It feels like a Carhartt. It's exactly the same cut as those Carhartts jackets, and it's got a corduroy collar. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. And
almost
that's
the
the thing I
same.
was saying with like Depop stuff. I feel like Depop more than any other platform is so much about the vibe of something. And I was talking in the intro about like the presentation. Like
Yeah.
that camo could be at like some garage sale from some like, you never fucking know where you would find something like that. Or maybe even a box like at the local gas station, like by the trash
Right.
can, like who knows? But the more worn in and like
How you
vibey, the better.
how you style it too, like
Totally.
what yeah. It's a good thing to put with like a bright color or just another neutral.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like it reminds me of an animal print almost.
yeah.
Um, just the
Sorry.
way that it's like a pattern that goes with a lot of stuff. I will show, speaking of animal print, because this is LA's version of the camo,
Yes.
is speaking of my like leopard pants.
Yes, your
But
outfit is
I could have
fabulous.
the full outfit now. So this jacket is insane. I got these both at the same Goodwill. The brand is, oh, actually, I don't know. COACO, like
Okay. Like
Coco, but not
Coco. Yeah.
Chanel. But it's crazy. Look, there's like animal faces in it too. There's like a
Oh,
tiger face.
damn.
So it's
It's
like
like
this
all of them.
crazy lightweight, like oversized jacket, and I think it's silk.
Sick.
So this is so dope. And then right next
Yeah.
to it, so I feel like sometimes, not always, but when you find a bunch of stuff like together in a rack and it's the same like size or style or whatever, a lot of times maybe it was from the same person who
Yeah,
donated
I
it.
always think that. But
Yeah, this person, I'm pretty sure is the same person. So this one is really similar, but it's fuzzy. And it's
oh,
funny because like a lot of these jackets, people will like really, if you look at the section that they're in, usually it's like the kind of grandma stuff. It's like
yeah.
there's a lot of like pastel jackets with like quilt work on it and like stuff like that. And then you find like track jackets like these are like matching velour
Yeah.
tracksuits. And
And
that's kind of the vibe right now, I feel like, that
and
people are
that's
into.
I like it. I like it. I love how
Yeah.
you compared it to camo. Like that is so it.
I don't know, in a weird way, in a
Yeah.
roundabout way. What's your next one you wanted to show?
I got a good deal. Okay. Actually, not a good deal now that I just looked at it. I got a Nike sweater.
Cool.
Nothing special. It's a red tag. And it's
How
seven
much
ninety
was
nine.
it?
I paid $7.99 for it. How do you feel about
Damn.
that? Why did I do that?
So
I
how
don't
much do
know.
you think? So you would list that on Depop? That's your
Yeah.
plan? So
Yeah.
how much do you think you would list that for? Or like, do you have, I guess, in your head when you're buying stuff at the thrift, or I guess anywhere, do you mostly source at the thrift? Yeah,
Yeah. I do mostly
like almost all,
racks.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Like every once in a while I'll go to the bins, but the bins are an hour away from me. So it's a commitment.
Yeah,
And
that's like
I
a,
and I end up since it is like a drive, and I don't know how far away it is for you, but for me,
yeah,
I'll drive there, and then I like feel like I need to hoard everything and get everything and
yeah.
make it a point that I went to the bins this day because then
Yeah,
I end
yeah,
up with trash. So
totally.
you know
Do you know how much your bins are? How much it is per pound?
it's not like universal.
No, LA, everyone says that it's like
Oh
for the
man.
most expensive for sure. But it's
Okay.
still pretty cheap. I
I
forget
mean,
actually
yeah.
now that I'm even saying it. I think it's
I don't know
Actually, I don't even
the
want to say a
answer.
number because people are going to freak out if I say
And
the
then
wrong
yeah,
thing.
exactly. Good thing I don't know. I just know
So, but with
that,
like a item,
yeah.
if you're sourcing it at the racks, how much do you need to know that like, okay, I can probably list, I could buy it for this, I could probably list it for this. Like, what's like the tightest margin, I guess, that you're like comfortable getting something at?
Yeah, that's a good question. So like I used to be okay with making $5, right? Like
Hmm.
on an item, but I'm really trying to like do better than that, honestly,
Yeah.
At first, because I feel like I need to make, I'm learning so much, so if I mess up, it's only like a little bit of a mistake, right? It's not like a big
Yeah.
loss. And I'm
Right.
making my platform on Depop, which means like getting that number of sales up. So low priced items will go faster. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, as long as like that number is going up, I'm good. So I would say my bare minimum is five, and it like still hurts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would like,
But
I would
five
like,
bucks is $5. And I think,
yeah,
yeah, I think that's something I didn't even get. This is the one thing I forgot to do. 3 goals for this show. First, share information. I got to that one. What I didn't get to was demystifying the reality of this world because that's really important of what I want to be doing to this is to be showing, hey, on a real day, like full-time reseller, what are we actually finding and what are we actually grabbing? And I want to show the shit that's not going on Instagram. I want to show the shit that's not the banger. This is the
yeah,
reality of like, hey, I'll sell, at first $5 margin items, multiple a day. If you're like, if those are consistent, fuck yeah, like that adds up. And people, I think sometimes when you're just getting started or maybe you're not like talking to a lot of people and their experiences, it doesn't maybe seem like that. It seems like everyone's maybe like flipping like a $200 t-shirt for $800. And it's like there
yeah,
are people who are doing certain types of businesses like that, but that's not, I would say, like the average reseller. And I think it's good to know that it's I don't know, there's different ways to go about it and you can definitely find your own like rhythm and vibe that works and is fun and not to feel bad about it, I guess. I don't want people
yeah.
comparing themselves over this mystic reality that doesn't really exist.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm
yeah,
glad to be that example because it's, I can't help
me
but be
too
honest,
though. And
and
but the reality is that's like most everyone
it's,
is doing some
yes,
version of that. Round
we
two
get
on
through these.
Melrose is doing that. You think
Oh,
round
really?
two on
Yeah,
Melrose is selling only $1,000 t-shirts all day? No. They're trying to
yeah,
sell a $40 t-shirt to the kid who's visiting LA with his family and wants to go visit round two. And they're selling those all fucking day and they're
yeah,
making a shit ton of money doing that. And yeah, they sell the $1,000 tees now and then for sure, obviously. But that's not like your like bread and butter for most
yeah.
people, I guess.
No, no, it's
Yeah.
good because
But
it's
five,
so
are you doing free
easy.
shipping on Depop or
I
are you having
am.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, it was like the learning curve. I wanted to do that in case I screwed up someone's shipping. Like, at least they didn't pay for
Yeah,
it.
no, I get it.
It has yet to happen,
Are you
so
doing the
that's good.
shipping in the app or are you doing
I'll use like
your
the UPS website or like Pirate Bay or whatever it's called.
our
Pirate
pirate ship?
some.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I use.
They're
Cool.
good. That's like
Yeah,
I like it. It's easy
yeah,
to
no,
use.
it's the cheapest I've found.
And
I
it's
did my
super, yeah.
shipping like direct through Depop for a very long time. Um, like for a really long time I did that and it was fine, but yeah, once I got into pirate ship and I got a Rollo printer, spent $200 on a thermal printer,
I have not done
but I
that.
love it. I'm so happy. Before I had my like big printer from college and I was like printing out like a piece of paper at a time and it was horrible. But now that I'm on pirate ship, it's definitely cheaper than the like through Depop. I think the through Depop option's good if you're like really casual and like you just want to like get rid of some shit in your closet. But
Yeah.
if you're selling any more consistently, I feel like it's good to do it
Yeah.
on your own.
Hell yeah. Okay, well I
Okay,
think
so
like what would
something,
you price this at
yeah,
just real quick?
I don't know.
Like
So what?
25,
Let's see the
30?
tag. Yeah, it's a newer one, right?
What's the red tag? It's like a ribbon
Yeah,
tag. I always get excited, but it's
yeah.
probably like
I don't
2000s.
know. I would look something like that. I would. I don't pick up a ton of Nike, honestly,
I got excited.
because yeah, I guess like what I want to know what the people in the chat
Yeah,
will
I'm
pray
sure
for
they'll
that.
answer.
But I think it's interesting to know like what different people like. I mean, we can all like look up sold comps and what other people are listing stuff for, but it's interesting to know what people's like gut reaction is with that thing.
20
Also,
bucks.
too, do you price your stuff like the lowest you would take for it, or do you price your stuff high so you can take an offer, or what do you do?
I do.
Or
I
what's your
I don't
philosophy?
gouge people. I swear, like, because
Yeah,
I'm cheap, and I would not want to do that
yeah,
either, you know?
I
So
get
I
it.
do, I like, I'm trying to balance it. I'm really trying to like figure that out. But I don't do the lowest, that's for sure, because that's just silly. And
Yeah,
Depop people are like will gladly send you their offers, and like,
yeah.
you
Oh
know,
boy, will
so
they.
yeah. So that got me a little tough and got me to like come out a little stronger, pricing a little bit, like at least like $5 than like a buffer zone.
Totally. Sorry,
But I'm
my
pretty
computer's like the fan is being getting loud, so it's
oh, I can hear it. You're
everyone's
good.
saying like 25 or more for the sweatshirt they'd list.
Sick. I'm on point
Yeah,
then.
for me, I feel like I list my stuff. I definitely don't like do anything crazy, like whatever, but on Depop I will list it like usually my first listing, I'll list it like 30% higher than like I really kind of want for it because I know people negotiate and I will totally give people a deal on stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'll work with people, whatever.
Yeah.
But I know if I like if I want 20 for something, I list it for 20, I'll end up selling it for $12 shipped. So it's
Wow.
just the reality of Depop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show a tea I got
Do
today.
it.
And I got this. Okay, white tags are half off, so $2. So this is
Sick.
a new movie tee. It's a Terminator Genesis, which is from July 20th, 2015 in 3D. Um, I never saw this. I'm not like a big Terminator fan, and honestly, I don't go through the t-shirt section that much anymore, guys. But
What?
I know.
Oh my God. Who are
I
you? No, I'm
know.
just kidding.
No, it's so weird to me because that used to be, always be the first place I would hit. I'd
That's
walk in
what
at
my
the store,
answer.
t-shirt,
Yeah.
right? Is that where your
Yes,
first thought always is?
I knew that would be a question, and
Yeah.
yes, I go straight to the t-shirts in the extra large section, which is not
Yeah.
even my size.
That's where you gotta look. I usually do, but honestly, guys, like in LA, depending at the store you're at, the thrift store is either super picked over, and
Oh,
when I say picked over, I mean t-shirt resellers picked over.
oh,
Like, think about it. If you in
yeah.
LA, there's like hundreds probably of people, at least at some level, like into vintage sheets looking for them on like regularly. So it only takes like three t-shirt people in the first hour of so stuff gets picked over really quick. I've definitely found some crazy stuff, but also the other thing about the thrift stores here is there's a lot of like you'll just see like a whole like section of a rack of like brand new. Like there's a lot of like companies will like donate like a ton of the okay, an example, Nickelodeon Slime Fest 2020. I don't even know what that is. It was like a festival that they did for kids. There's like hundreds of that t-shirt and sweatshirt at this one Goodwill. And it's
Oh,
you go through the rack and it's like 60% that.
wow.
And
So they like, yeah. Wow, that's
yeah,
annoying though,
I don't
because
know.
you could just skip a whole
But
rack. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, so I got this like newer one. I don't get a ton of like newer whatever, but I thought this was obviously cool, and it's cool that it has the actual date. This must be from the movie theater or whatever. But yeah, for two
Yeah.
bucks,
Yeah, that's good. For two
the
bucks.
medium. I don't know. It's okay. And this is another movie tee I got. Well, not movie, but movie related. This is like a brand new one. It still has like the sticker on it. Um, it's not vintage, but it's Panavision. And the back. So Panavision does, they're like the camera company, I think.
Okay. I was like,
But I see a lot of their stuff here in LA, and this
yeah.
is kind of a cool graphic. There's like a pretty big following of their stuff, their vintage stuff online.
I mean, that's
Um,
a cool graphic.
yeah, whatever. I think it's an XL. It's a large. It's a big large though.
Yeah.
And brand new, $3.99. I don't know. It's okay.
I'm gonna match your movie t-shirt
Do
theme.
it.
Okay. I got a Lego movie t-shirt, 2014.
Oh my gosh, the Lego movie Bad Cop.
Look at this tag.
Cool. I love the Lego tags.
I know it's so good. So that always like it caught my attention, and then I saw the shirt and I was like, deal.
Is that an
Dealio.
adult size?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Damn. Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
it looks like it. That's crazy. You
And
don't see a lot of like adult size Lego stuff.
yeah. Oh, I guess it does. Oh, it's a medium. So yeah, adult
Yeah,
medium then. Sick.
so fun.
2014 though, same kind of like not quite old, but like this will be
Yeah.
cool,
Mm-hmm.
And I like that movie. I liked that movie.
Oh my gosh, it's so silly.
It is. It was like, I don't know. My niece and nephew were into it, and it was one that I watched with them, and I was like, "This is okay. I have faith in the future. This is pretty good."
Totally. That's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna show
Yeah.
something random.
Do it.
I'll show two things random that I get. So I love going through the different sections. Do you go just through their clothes, or do you go through like the home good? Like, what do you do?
Okay. It does
Do you
like
skip
totally.
sections?
It depends on my mood, and like my
For sure.
like amount of time I have, because sometimes I go in between like work stuff, if I'm running an errand for work and I'm happen to be by there, so I'll do like supermarket sweep and I will go as
Yeah.
fast as I can and I
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
get to every section, right? But
Totally.
I've been noticing like especially the last few days, I always hit the t-shirts first, go through those, and I'll like poke around the pants. For some reason I haven't been feeling pants lately. Maybe I don't know, but I have like a pile of pants that I need to list. That's fine. But
Okay, yeah.
and
But that's a part of like what we source. I totally feel that when
yeah,
I look at like my desk pile or like what I haven't listed and I see a ton of one kind of thing, like I'm not looking at that thing at the thrift store anymore
no,
because
right.
it's just staring back at me at home already.
Yes.
No,
Like
I
I can't
totally
add
get
to
that.
that. But I like, well, the plushies, the toys, because it's easy. I mean, it's fun to look through.
Yeah.
You just never know what you'll find. It's just like fun. Except for like today, I went by and there were kids, and I was like, dude, don't like nudge these kids out of the way to get through the plushies. Like I thought about it though, and I was like, probably should just walk away.
Maybe you missed something crazy.
I
Who
know.
knows? A polo bear or
Bothered me.
something. One of those like Grateful Dead ones.
It's bugging me actually.
Who knows though?
But I always
So I,
go through the cross stitch to finish you thing, and then
oh
since
my
it works out,
gosh.
I have a weird cross stitch collection, and this is
You
like
have a
a
lot.
really I have
You
a
have a
fucking
thrift store bitch cross stitch.
I do, yeah. I got that one like made. It's about well, obviously.
So
Um, I know I had to make it go with
but
my
I feel
theme.
like, see, I don't see a lot of cross stitch here.
Really?
Mm-mm.
What?
I do always, there's a little,
Oh, there's so
but
much
not
here.
much. I
Wow.
feel like in LA, you see a lot of like, so like think of the kind of people who live here. A lot of people who live here are, they move around a lot. There's not a lot of like people
Yeah,
who live in their home, like it's a multi-generational, or
yeah,
whatever, who have like, they've been there for a long time. So a lot of like the house stuff, there's not a ton of like really old home goods, I guess, in general, not just
damn,
art, but like a lot of the art, I guess, is like, when you go to like home goods at the
yeah,
store and they
yeah,
have like the art
yeah.
that's like pre like put
Printed
and
on
it's
a
like 40
canvas.
bucks like on sale or at Ross or whatever. It's like a lot of
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Okay.
There's definitely like some really unique stuff. But not that much
Maybe,
like original cross stitch.
yeah, maybe I was just starting to think like because the weather is colder and rainy, and so we need like an indoor activity, and that's what I'll be,
You find a lot of hand
a group of
crocheted
people do.
scarves too.
Yeah.
So I do look through the art though, because sometimes there's like fun frames and stuff. So this is something I
Oh,
grabbed to sell at the flea market, and it
oh,
says "Deal with it, girls rule."
fuck
And then
yeah.
there's these like sassy chicks. So there's this girl with her arms folded, and then there's this girl who's like curb stomping a dude, which is insane. But I had to pick it
photo.
up.
What is that?
I
Oh my
thought it was
God.
hilarious. I think I want to start picking up these like fun frames and getting pictures of like early 2000s celebrities and like putting them in here. So I kind of want to do, the picture, the paparazzi photo of Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, and Britney Spears in the car,
In the
like
back
getting
of the
away
car.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the picture. I want to print that and put it in here.
Yes.
Girls rule, deal with it. or deal with it, girls rule. And then, so I grabbed that. And then I also grabbed this, which is kind of interesting. This is one of those like cool LA finds, but it's Cartoon Network.
Sick.
And this is from 2002. It says SO2, so spring of 2002. And it's just like this notebook, like portfolio thing. But it's like kind of thick and heavy. I feel like this might have been given to people who worked at the studio or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Samurai Jack. But it's kind of cool. It's like needs to get like wiped for sure. I just got this today, but it was $2.99. And I feel like this stuff is like rare. I don't know. Not that it's like worth a lot, but it's like if this was like given to the people who worked at the studio or whatever, like they didn't make a lot, obviously. So it's a cool and interesting part of Cartoon Network history.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Okay. I do look through the office supply stuff, like that aisle. Because that's where I get my little thank you cards, and I've told you about this.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
That's what you do on that. It's so cool.
I'll get because these are this was probably 50 cents because it was a green tag sale and it was $1, and I just buy the party invitations. I have another,
any kind, right?
Anything. The weirder,
honestly, the weirder the better, right?
Yeah, this one is weird. It's faith is a friend that comes along when things just seem to go all wrong.
Oh, no.
That's what it says. And I will write my little thank you for your order. Follow me and tag me at Thrift Store Bitch. And if it's a party invitation, I'll just fill in the lines the RSVP and all that random stuff with just Depop on this date, item. And
totally.
I think just having a handwritten card is so sweet. And I actually put it in the envelope with their name with a little heart, and everybody and all my not all of them, but a lot of people will mention it in their reviews, so I think it's a good trigger to have them review and then be oh my God, she left a cute card.
Yeah. Well, I think not only the handwritten card, but the fact, because you're doing it's a zero waste shipping stuff? Or
yeah, I mean all my stuff is recycled from
I
neighbors.
think that's what's the most important part of it too, because well, not the most important, but the handwritten note is one thing, but also the fact that I don't know, you can explain, you're doing all your
way to the
packaging is
trash.
recycled.
Yeah. So I I could really get into it if you want, but I'll ask neighbors for them to just save all of their shipping materials from Amazon or wherever they shop.
Yeah.
And I'll go pick it up when they get a big stack, so I'm not driving around when they have one. And I'll grab their stack, and I usually just flip the bags inside out and put the labels on there and ship it with stuff that's already been used to ship once, so it's already trash.
Yeah.
So just, I
figured that's such an easy thing. And I think even if we just all ourselves saved all the packages we got and reused them in that way, even without adding in the neighbor piece of it, I think a lot of times we forget, we talk a lot about the sustainability of shopping secondhand, which is obviously true, but we also need to think about the process, all the plastic and shipping materials that go into this. Getting a poly mailer mailed, and there's a truck that's driving that, it's a lot to air flight stuff, there is a lot of impact outside of obviously a garment's not being made again, but there's other things to think about. So if we can do little things like that to reduce that impact, think of how much shit I get, so many poly and bubble mailers and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know, if you really start to think about it, it's overwhelming, but I mean, we got to do something. And I just think about it's my little part. But I don't know if it's just being in Eugene, people get hyped, dude, when they my neighbors who hoard these for me, they feel so good. It makes them feel so
totally
good. So hey, everyone's winning,
Okay, I'm gonna share something crazy, which I found today. I popped into this last Goodwill that's right near my house. It's a really small one, but it's right next to my local grocery store. And I was I'm gonna stop through one last store and do a quick look through. And I found these crazy boots. And they still have the original tag. So they do have this little discoloration. This brand is ROC, ROC. and I looked it up. These are like $200 Dolls Kill has them on their website. Like
Wow.
they're an Australian brand that's like very crazy, obviously. Um, but I would say if you guys ever see any, they must have been returned because of this like damage or whatever. But they
Yeah.
still have the original. I might even be able to clean it up. I'm gonna play
I
around
bet.
with them.
Yeah.
But if you guys ever see like anything that's really outrageous looking or that looks like a costume, even if it's not your vibe, like look up the brand, especially if there's something on it. I think people underestimate the value of like this really like bold wear or like goth wear, like all of that kind of stuff. They're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
not my thing, whatever. Like look up the brand because that stuff is usually really hard to come by and usually is like pretty expensive for the high quality versions of it. And these are, look, they're like
Do they fit? Did you try them
brand
on?
new. No, they're like I
They're
literally got home and yeah, but these were $15.
That is
Um,
so good.
yeah, which like I don't spend $15 a lot on an item at the thrift store, but for something like this, I felt like it was definitely worth it.
Yeah. Okay, I can't decide what to show next, but I will figure this out. Okay, so I think this is pretty cool. I got this today, last minute. It's a vest, right? This is
So
like a
nice.
staple. Everyone needs this,
Yeah,
right?
that looks like an old
Yeah.
Levi's vibe.
Yeah. It's like the leather with the faux fur in the inside. I
Is
paid
that vintage?
$8. Yeah. Well, I hope so.
Let
Yeah,
me look at the
genuine
tag.
leather.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
here
Oh,
we go.
yeah.
Right?
So
It's not
nice.
like super authentic wool, but like that's
No, it looks
okay.
good.
But I really like this. It is kind of scuffed up a little bit, which I don't know if you can
Do you pick
fix
up a
that.
lot of vests?
I like vests. I like personally, honestly, if I would, and I tried it on with like a jean jacket I was wearing, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like a definite, it was a look.
A mood?
I liked it. Yeah, I
Oh my
liked it.
gosh. Do you ever
So,
grab stuff at the store, meaning to resell it, full intention to resell it, and then once you get home and look at it, it goes to your closet
yes,
and
I
doesn't leave?
actually don't even leave the store. Like, I can talk myself into buying so much. I'm like, this fits. Like, this could be yours. Like I
Mm-hmm.
end up buying so much of my own size way
Yeah.
more often. I wear it once, and then we'll see what happens
Yeah.
with it.
I mean, that's kind of one of the benefits of doing this. You have a rotating permanent closet, and that's dope.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a vest today.
Yes.
Also a utility vest, not vintage. This is like a fishing vest.
Yes.
But it's kind of sick. It's all black and it
Nice.
has a mesh back. But it's kind
Wow.
of dope. I don't know if people are still doing the like utility vest
I think so.
vibe. Like for a while, like that. I guess people aren't going anywhere in LA right now because it's so crazy. But I
It's
thought it
like,
was cool. It's like definitely newer, but I'm getting a lot of stuff with that with like cargo pockets again. But like
I
a very
like that.
specific cargo pocket.
Okay.
I'll
How do
show
you,
a pair of pants here in a minute that shows.
would you wear a dad sweatshirt?
Yes, I've owned many dad shirts.
I love them. And it's
Oh
like
my
those like,
gosh.
those like university letters that have been sewn on. It's
Yeah.
legit. Oregon
Wait, what's
State,
it
which
say
is,
beneath? Oh, Dad,
or
Oregon State.
yeah, which,
I
okay,
love.
here's my secret. Like, I live in Eugene, which is where U of O is, the University of Oregon, the Ducks. But dude, I will rock Oregon State so hard.
Is that your
It's
team?
No, it's like the other, like the civil, it's like the
I know, but
Beavers.
do you do that just to piss people off, I guess?
Yes, I do it to be ironic. And so that's like double ironic because it's
Do
dad,
people give you
Oregon
dirty
State.
looks? Oh my gosh.
They really don't actually. I think in my head, I think I'm like, oh my God, I'm pissing people off, but
You're
no
like,
one
I'm being such a
cares.
badass.
I know.
No one's like batting an eyelash. That's
Yeah.
so funny. No, I love doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Um, these are I was telling you guys I like was getting cargo pants, but a specific type. So these are Y2K vibe, but I don't know if they actually are. I haven't even looked them up yet. It says Bizu Bizu. I mean, the tag doesn't really look that old, but these are, what were they? I think they were like size 4, made in China. I don't know. The tag doesn't look old, but the pants look, I'm gonna stand up so you can actually see. They're so cute. They have these like huge, like square pockets, I guess. So I
Yeah.
got them. but they're also got flare. So this
Yes.
kind of like flare fit is huge right now.
Yeah.
And then this is where they got all Y2K on me.
The
No
back.
pockets
Yes.
on the butt, which is the most early 2000s shit ever. And like you can't, I don't know. I guess you can't really tell, but they're definitely
But
really cool. And I've been getting a ton of like early 2000s flare jeans. Also, guys, to have your finger on the pulse of the teens, I heard she was probably like a 15-year-old girl with her maybe like older sister at the thrift store the other day shopping, like just to like get some clothes, whatever. And she was like telling her sister how much she refused to wear skinny jeans and how she only wants ones with flares.
I
So
love her. Good girl.
that's what the kids are into these days.
Bright future ahead. I'm so
Yep,
excited.
I
Should
know.
we do a giveaway though, by the way? Like how long have we been doing this?
Yeah, we can do it. Oh my gosh,
Okay, I
44
can't.
minutes. Do you want
I
to
know
do one
it's
or do
like
you want?
flying. You have one in
I can
mind?
do one.
Okay.
Yeah, I have something fun. So these giveaways like are coming from the real stuff that we're grabbing. So I found this,
Oh,
and this is from 2008,
nice.
and it is tagged. But I've been picking up like random stuffed animals and plushies when they're cool, not random stupid ones, but random dope ones, especially if they're actually from a different time period, whatever. But this one we're going to do as a giveaway. So, open to everyone in the US. If you live in Canada, you can pay for shipping. Otherwise, I will pay for your shipping.
Good
Yeah,
catch there. I would have not thought of that.
we're gonna do that. But I'm just gonna do an emoji in the chat. Why don't we do? I want to do the pink nail emoji with the painted nail. So start throwing that up in the chat, and I will close my eyes and pick a person at random, and whoever wins will get the South Park plush for free sent to you. We'll do it here in just a second. So on your Depop, are you trying to like get a certain aesthetic going? Or are you doing more just like trying to bust out those
Yeah.
sales?
So I've noticed that when I'm tagging, you know how you can pick the genre or whatever, those last
Yeah.
few tags, I'm always clicking grunge, indie, sometimes like streetwear because that's like a good one, a
Yeah.
common
I
one.
feel like that's so
I guess
broad.
yeah, and like everyone searches, it's a common search. So I guess I'm like an indie
I'll
grunge
grab the emoji
girl.
in a second, guys, too, just so you know.
Yeah, do it.
So
Get
you
it up
feel like you're
there.
kind of like naturally gravitating towards that stuff though?
Yeah, I think it's like what's easy. I don't, yeah, I'm really just trying to get as much on there right now as possible, like content consistency
Yeah?
and yeah, and then
Okay.
letting all that stuff
Wait, do
fall
you
into
want to tell me
place
when to stop and I'll pick? I'm not gonna look.
and stop. Oh, Gunner's here. Hi, Gunner.
Okay. Pin comment. All
Oh,
right.
nice. Oh my God, that was fun.
Congratulations. Okay, I'm gonna mail this to you. I will DM you after. And we'll
Hell
get this
yeah.
all sorted out. It's gonna go to a perfect home. So
It is a great home.
exciting.
Good.
Okay, and you have
Okay.
something at the end where you're gonna give away too. So guys, stick around for that.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Okay. Okay, I have like more t-shirts, whatever. I really liked this shirt, but I bet it's like
I
not that
love
cool. Anything
no.
with skulls, like, okay, Easy E, Tupac, and Biggie, hello. It's a huge t-shirt,
I
and
love
it's, oh my God,
those.
it's a 3XL. I didn't even
Hmm.
realize that. But okay, I love me some rap tees, okay? I really do.
I
And
think that kind of style, that more like tattoo style,
yeah.
usually they're honestly in like more oversized sizes and like I feel like those are like gonna really start to pop off in popularity.
Oh,
So
this is a
are
princess head.
these you got all these within yesterday and today, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Was it
This
at
is
how many
large.
stores? Did you go to like a few Goodwills?
So we have St. Vinny's and Goodwill's here, and I probably went to two of those each yesterday. So four yesterday, and then I went to a Goodwill and two St. Vinny's today. There's
So
a
it's
lot more
between
St.
7
Vinny's.
stores. Okay.
Yeah. And I do, you know, I had a lot more patience yesterday, or like I had more time yesterday. Today I was
Mm-hmm.
like, whew,
I
or
know.
like I don't know, I just
Me
like
too.
wasn't
That
hitting
was the same
either,
for
you
me.
know?
I did, yeah, I did
Yeah.
yesterday and today. I went to, I only went to one yesterday, but I was there for a while and then I went to three today.
The tag's cut. I don't know who Rusty Wallace is, but
He's
a
a
racing tee.
NASCAR driver,
I figured.
Rusty
Okay.
Wallace.
Yeah, 4.99. See the t-shirts at
That's a cool
Goodwill.
one.
4.99. Okay, here's a question. I also can I also figure out like how I'm gonna buy something. Oh, I hope this is okay. Well, in
Yeah.
St. Vinny's, they allow returns within 7 days if you keep their like little like what do they call it? Like the bones. They call it the bones. And
Okay.
of the tag, and that's just the plastic like stick thing,
Oh, but you
you
can
know?
take off the paper part?
There's just no paper part.
Oh, okay, because they have the like,
They
okay,
just have that
like all
the
t-shirts
bone
are
is
one
how
price or
they
whatever.
determine. Yeah, this
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Can you see it?
yeah.
And so as long as it has that bone, you're good. So I will buy more from St. Vinny's because I will think like I will return it because I'm going there all the time.
Yeah,
And
so
I,
you get home and change your mind.
yeah, especially if something like really bugs me, I'll return it. But usually I end up,
Yeah,
keeping it.
yeah,
So, but Goodwill, it's like no returns. So I'm like extra picky at Goodwill. That's
yeah.
something too.
No,
You know
that's
what I
not
mean?
bad. Like I've worked retail for like 7 years,
And
and
it's like a COVID thing, by the way, right? Like
well,
the
yeah,
no
but like
return.
returns on that level, I don't think are a huge issue. Like that's fine. I would
Yeah.
where returns like become an issue or when people are like scamming the system or like I worked at Ulta and people would like buy like a $200 face cream and then try and because you could return it after you've tried it if you had a allergic reaction or you didn't like it or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Whatever. That was like their policy. But people would like return their like half empty $250 face cream and like put it in another jar at home. And that shit's
Oh,
like scummy.
oh
What
my
you're
God, you're
doing is
giving
like
me ideas.
whatever.
Don't do that. I'm just kidding.
No, you're supporting them. No, they have like their LP corporate like tracks people's shit. It's crazy.
It was so exciting when I
Wrestling.
found it. Sorry, I'm going on a roll with these
That's
t-shirts.
cool.
I
No, I
just
love
have
it.
to burn
Yeah,
through.
pump them out.
But it's like a small size, but I got so excited.
It's cool though.
So good.
And I think there's like everyone is like always looking for the large and extra large teas, but not
There's other
everyone is looking for a large or extra large. Like
exactly.
honestly, like nowadays that I'm selling at the market and I'm selling to a lot of like younger women, like
Hmm.
I'm selling a lot of like smalls or like kids medium, like the smaller
How
sizes I can get.
do you shop
So
different
weird.
because you have a market spot now? Like I'm sure you
Yeah,
do, right? Is
totally.
that why you don't do so many t-shirts?
Yeah, well, also was thrifting like only at the bins for a really long time. So there I was grabbing
Oh,
like all teas. I feel like in a city like this, that's a good place to get t-shirts. It's a lot of like the damaged stuff gets put there. So like an old
yeah.
ratty t-shirt would get like sent there before it even goes on the rack at the like regular Goodwill. So you can like get lucky for sure. But there's so many COVID restrictions now and um now that I'm like trying to be more like curated when I'm getting,
Oh,
I'm going to the regular stores and I guess because of that I'm not getting as many teas. But yeah, I'm definitely looking more for like cool women stuff
yeah.
nowadays.
I have another. Well, I think this is racing. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve
Yeah.
Kinsel? Kinzer?
That's like local.
Is that a race car? Or is that like a dump
Yeah,
truck?
that's like no, that's like a dirt track like race car like a cart almost. Not a go-kart, but
But it's got a
more
front
way
and
more
a.
intense than a go-kart, but like that kind of vibe, I think.
It, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
I
most men
just
do fit a large or extra large usually for sure. Someone in the comments said that.
I want to. I think about
But I think
shopping.
it depends who you're selling to also. I think a lot of the like Instagram community on for t-shirts is looking for those sizes, but it's surprising like what you'll sell the other ones for too sometimes. Like and I guess it depends if it's a more like if I have like, I don't know, like I had a Hillary Duff t-shirt and it was
Yeah.
like a really small size, like that was perfect for like that market. But if I had like a monster truck race shirt that was like maybe it wouldn't do as well. Whereas like that would like kill way more on a large or extra large for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm
show
gonna
women's
start a,
piece.
yeah, do it.
Okay, this is really
Oh
crazy.
my God.
So this looks, first of all, I'm gonna say it looks and feels like those like print on demand, really cheap sweatshirts that you get online. So that's what I thought it was at first, because it's that like kind of thick, whatever. But this is vintage Charlotte Russe, which is that mall brand. This is
Yeah.
women's stuff. So I hope I can show
That's
this.
an old
So on these
tag.
like for anyone who's like not shopping a lot, it's like early 2000s, late 90s type stuff. It usually a lot of those tags are like really short and rectangular. Um, that was just kind of like the style and the vibe right then. And then there's usually this really papery. That's how it's like easy to tell, really papery under tag with the size. And then if you see that it was made in USA, that's usually like the blast giveaway that it is from around that time period. But once I saw that, I'm like, this shirt is insane. It's like this, I don't know, otherworld um, horoscope universe, and it's amazing.
I love it.
Yeah, it's just like so unique. I'm getting a lot of this like older, more unique women's stuff, and it's definitely really fun.
Okay, this is see-through, but
Oh,
it
look,
remind
same
it
vibe.
was yeah, I definitely was like, this is an Ava vibe. This is something to
I
pick
love
up.
it with the sun and moon.
Yeah,
That's
little
so
thing.
cool. Is that
It has no tag.
someone's asking what women's clothing items do you recommend I look for? I'm trying to think. I mean, honestly, in like any women's category, you're going to be able to find some stuff and like pants or sweatshirts or whatever. I think a lot of dudes would be surprised how many men's t-shirts are in the women's short sleeve t-shirt section. So if you are even looking just for t-shirts, look in the women's short sleeve t-shirt section and you would be shocked. I would say at some of these thrift stores, like a third of the tops in that women's short sleeve section, which is usually like triple the size of like the men's t-shirt section, but a third of those are
Yeah,
men's t-shirts in that section. So if
yeah.
you're even just looking for that, that's like a really easy way to start.
Velour jackets, right?
I love.
I found this in the women's section,
Wait,
but
what
it's
is
like
that?
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
It's gotta be a vintage Quicksilver, right? I don't know.
I don't like get a ton of older Quicksilver stuff, but I know it does really well.
I just really liked it because it's got all this embroidery on it and like the thick embroidered
I
letters.
love, yeah.
But it's velour, and I like the jacket section. I mean, I'm trying to like velour's coming back,
I
right?
got velour too. So
Yes.
this is like unbranded. Actually, that's like not unbranded. It's like actually a newer brand, which I normally would be like about, but it's really cute and it's like brown and it has this like tie-dye detailing under both arms.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cute. And also, this thrift store I went to, it was half off $8, so it was $4. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, I grabbed it. But
Good.
that was really fun. I also got these. I'm gonna show these two sweatshirts I got in different stores, different sections. Um, but I think they're pretty cool. So this first one's is a Marines one, and this is on. Oh, the tag is cut, but it's really really cool. And it's definitely like cracked in and fucking faded, kind of like a more puffy graphic. But I thought it was like a
Classic.
really cool like the vintage military stuff like that is really cool. And then this one is really cool, but I'm gonna need to clean it up. It's an older Russell tag.
Nice.
So I hope I can get the like this coloration out because it's so cool. So it's it's just gymnastics open on the front, and then on the back it says West Point Gymnastics stick it.
Nice.
It's so cool. But
That
it
is
has like a
good.
little bit of like marks down here. So hopefully I can get that out because it's definitely a really unique look. I love
Yeah.
it.
That's good. I have a 2011 Disney hoodie. Is that cool?
Yeah,
Still? It's a
I
zip up.
feel it drives me crazy that so many places and things do dated sweatshirts merch like that.
Yeah, I know.
And that people buy like the only reason those are good is when they're old.
I know, you're
But
right.
like no one's buying the like
2018 version of
the
that.
2019 whatever version. Yeah. Any of that like dated stuff, it's just the same as that like one time use, like the shirts you get for like a turkey trot
Oh my gosh,
or
I
any of that
know.
shit. Um, I have more shoes. I'm gonna show these all off.
Do
So
it.
they're very similar actually, but I got them at different stores. So these, these, you see a ton of these everywhere in LA, and usually they're knockoff brands, but these are the actual Jeffrey Campbell, and I think these are called Delitas, if I'm not mistaken. And these are like a Timberland version almost. It definitely has that vibe. It's like that like soft suede. But these were like the fucking shoe to have in the Tumblr days. Like all matte black though, with like a wooden like I wanted these so bad, and I don't know how big of a following they have now, but I also found, and these are not, these are a different brand. I think Steve Madden. Yeah, Steve Madden. I found these at another store. And these ones are cool. I think these ones gave me like hella Rats vibes.
Yes,
Like
I like
these look
those.
like they're on like Jade, the
Yeah.
Rat style. But I don't pick up, most of these are like really bad quality and gross and like a total like random online brand or something. But they were $8 each. And this is another thing I'm
Nice.
grabbing a lot more of that I was not grabbing before are shoes. Because when I was just selling on Depop, like I don't know, my space is small, so to have a ton of boxes and shit is not very
Yeah,
practical. But now that I'm selling at the market, I know I can just like flip stuff there. I'm grabbing a lot more like fun shoes. But yeah, if you
I
guys
got
see any of
shoes.
these like this shape, it's like very iconic, I feel like. Look on the
Okay.
inside, and if they're Jeffrey Campbell ones, like they're probably worth picking up. Any of the other brands, I would say, probably pass on though.
I got these for the brand Bongo, right? But they
Yeah,
were 5.99 half off. What a deal. Okay.
$3.
They're like a really
Cute,
basic
like a wedge.
wedge. Yeah.
Three
But
bucks
the
is really cheap
bongo,
for
I
shoes.
know, and they fit. So,
So those aren't going
if they
anywhere.
don't sell, darn,
That's so funny.
I'm very
No, those
selfish with
are
my
staying in
shopping.
your actual closet
Yeah,
for sure.
I know.
I'm gonna show, well, I'm gonna go through these bags real quick. Um, in addition to the shoes, I've just been hitting the accessories hard in general. These I found a few of, so I picked them all up. But they're these little mini handbags, and they're tiny and
Oh,
really cute. But they say princess on them.
they're so
And
little.
this, oh, this might, I don't think this would even go under my arm, honestly.
Oh
Oh,
my God, it's so cute
I need
though.
like a little dog peeking out of it, like a little stuffed, a beanie baby dog would be
Yeah.
so funny. It like barely fits though. This is like to get your like blood pressure checked. But they're cute. They're $4, so that's like at the very top end of something what I'd pay for something like this. But they still have like the brand new tag on them, and I figured that they were. I couldn't leave them. Sometimes if something's cute like this, even if it's not, I can't make a lot on it. Like maybe I'll sell these for like 10 or whatever. I will get stuff like this because I know it'll add to the story I'm trying to tell with my Depop or with like the flea market booth. Like I will grab stuff that my margins are really tight, or maybe I'm like breaking even, or maybe I'm like gonna lose $10 on it or something. But if it's like really a showpiece and something I'm really proud of, I'll
Okay.
get some of that, but minimal.
Yeah. Okay.
But $4, like whatever. It's not like they were $20 each.
It's a good investment. I feel
Yeah.
you. Okay, this reminded me of you.
Yes, Hello Kitty
Is part of
bag.
like your little your time capsule? Is
Yeah.
that what you call it?
Or
I
like a
love
capsule
the
collection.
capsule collection. Oh my God.
Yes.
But it has some makeup on it somewhere. Yeah, right
Yeah.
there. But I can get that out. Got
Yeah,
a
that's
little
not bad
Hello
at all.
Kitty. And it was
That's so cute.
25% off. 25% off, 3.99. Oh my God. That's good.
No, that's
I
so
don't know the
cute.
math, but like that's okay.
No, that's
And I'm
not bad
just
at all.
oh, and I'm looking inside for the first time and it has like a
Cute.
little
Oh
tag.
my
Yep,
gosh.
it was
I
definitely
wish more
reminded me
shirts
of
had
you.
cute tags like that. I hate how
No,
shirts now that are getting made now are all screen printed tags because
I know.
the t-shirt manufacturers save like, maybe 10 cents a shirt and that adds up. So everything's screen printed, but there was some really cool like designed like that Lego tag even. It's really
Yeah,
like bold and cool and fun to see
and
those.
they last longer, you
They
know?
do.
And they're easier to identify for us.
I want to show you my other plushie I got.
Do it. Oh, yes.
I found a Betty Boop plush,
They're
and she's so
so
cute. Look,
cute.
she has little black
Panties on.
panties on with her little Betty Boop tag. What year is this from? I didn't even look. Whatever. It's not
Okay,
like it's handcrafted in China. Black dress Betty,
Black
but
Dress Betty.
it
That's
didn't
a
have a
good
tag on
one.
it. I was nervous that it's big too. Look, my other one I have of this is like half the size. This is definitely
Really?
bigger, but so cute. I was
And is
nervous
she
because she didn't have a tag on her. They made her 3.99, but
okay? That's a
yeah,
good one. It's a classic.
so
It doesn't have like a
cute.
holiday
And
theme
look, her
connected.
earrings are like the little like they're just those little like tabs that you would like use to hang, but they made them
Yes.
into earrings. That's smart.
Nice.
Always check the toys, guys. You find cool stuff. And even if, I don't know, it's cool for pictures. If you have a Betty Boop t-shirt and you can get like a cool, like you can actually make it look cool and vibey.
Yes.
I love when people do that.
Yes. Okay.
I have a question for
Um,
you. Someone
yeah.
wanted to know, I asked if anyone had questions for any of my guests. Do you, um, do you like budget how much you're going to spend in like a day or a month or anything? Or do you just kind of like buy and sell?
So I have like two bank accounts, right? And one card is just like for my bills and my
Hmm.
main job income. And then I
Yeah.
have another debit card for all this stuff,
Yeah.
like
That's what I
all
do too.
my PayPal money
Yeah.
goes, yeah. And as
Yeah.
long as I have money in that account, I can still buy
Okay.
stuff.
That's my budget too.
Okay,
So,
cool.
um, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I think for me, having it separate is really important. Also, I'm trying to like get all my shit sorted out to be legit. I'm gonna like try and get and get like my permits and all my tax number and all that stuff because I'm trying to grow. But you need a separate bank account if you're gonna do that. It keeps like the accounting really a lot more simple to look at. But also, I'm not that responsible, just kind of responsible, and to have it in a separate account where at least I can see. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, at least then I know where I'm at. And I feel like some people like wait to spend and buy, but if you can, if you're in a situation where you can, I feel like it's great to be able to reinvest that money as quickly as possible because even if you're not selling that item for the most you possibly could, if you're selling it for 80% of what you think you really could, by selling it now versus 6 months from now, you're going to be able to put that money back into something more, and grow that money into something way bigger than if you would have held out to get an extra $40 for that shirt or
yeah,
whatever. So I think it's
right.
good to throw that money back in.
I think so too.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
And
the same thing.
okay, that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm saving my receipts, obviously, but I don't log them. Okay, we shouldn't get into it too much,
Yeah,
but
it's complicated. No, it's definitely a lot to deal with, but that's what we're going to be talking about here. And
yeah,
hopefully we can all kind of learn from each other and get that shit all sorted out.
yeah. Okay. I wanted to show you this really
Show
bad.
me.
Okay, it's Echo.
Oh
Echo
my gosh,
Red.
Echo
It's
Red.
this
Wait, is it
little
like
like,
silky?
yeah,
Can
it's
tell the texture.
silky and it's
That's
all
so
over on this
crazy.
side, but it's
Oh
reversible.
my God.
So wait till you see if I can get it
Crazy.
unzipped. And the girl, you know, it's good when the girl checking you out is like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they must have missed this," because it was
Yep.
like a normal
That's
price.
crazy.
It's definitely missing some of these little jewelry
Wait,
rhinestones.
that side is insane. Can we
I
get a
know it's
better
way
look at
better.
the back?
Yes. Oh, look at the
Is that a
sleeve.
rhinestone Superman with a juicy couture crown above it?
I
Oh
think
my God, that's what it looks like. That's
so.
so dope. Because I don't pick up a lot of Echo stuff like at all, but I totally would have grabbed that for sure.
I was excited. I
For
was
sure.
so excited. And it
What
was just
section
like
was that in?
the woman's jacket. It was right next to
Women's jackets, yeah.
the velour one of the velour Quicksilver thing.
Yeah.
And it was, oh my God.
So
And
something
it was,
like that, did you like see it from a distance and are like, I'm used to that? Or is it like you're
yes.
going through each jacket? Like, what's your process when you're going through a rack? Do you
Yeah,
like
because
go
that
through each
one
item?
I specifically remember it because it
Yeah.
was like I was waiting in line and okay, I had to pee so bad and there was no bathroom because it was shut down for COVID. And
Yeah.
so I was like pacing around the aisles while I was in line for this girl to finish like checking out. And I was
Hmm.
pacing around and I was like going through the aisles trying not to pee my pants and then I found it and so it stuck out. That's all I have to
Yeah, you
say.
were like, your eyes were needing to be drawn to something,
Yeah. And I was like, oh
needed
my
to
God,
be
I'm so glad.
distracted.
Yep. So that's how I
Um,
found it.
this is something really unique. So it looks kind of like whatever,
Oh
which
my
is what I thought
God.
at first, right? I was like,
Yes.
this looks like something like that would have like a Hollister eagle on the bottom corner and be fucking from Hollister spring summer 2017 collection. But then I started looking at it because I saw the tag and I was like, that looks like an old tag. And I still haven't looked it up yet. But here it is. And it's definitely like old. And
Ooh.
it's the brand Stratford, size large, made in USA. And then I started looking and it's all single stitched and it's definitely fucking old. And then I was like, that's actually really cool because this, one of the vibes that I always, or something that I love when I'm sourcing or thrifting is to find items that could be used or have been used as references for current collections of brands. So, like Supreme uses a lot of vintage as reference material. Obviously, we know that to remake or to make like new pieces, whatever. And a lot of brands do that. Like most brands do that. They'll look at like, them like a mood board or whatever and like build the collection off that. But it's always cool to find stuff that would have been the OG version that they're trying to recreate. And I feel like this is what that would be. But
Is
it's
it
really
like a
cool.
swishy material?
Yeah, it's like nylon and yeah,
Yeah.
that's what acetate and nylon blend,
Oh,
which is
okay.
so weird. It literally looks and feels at first glance, like I said, like a new, like
Dry fit
cheap
shirt.
kinda,
Yeah.
honestly, like whatever. But then once I started to look at it, I was like, no, actually, that's not what it is. So I'm gonna have to look it up, but it's actually kind of interesting.
That is interesting. Okay, it's so
Yeah.
funny. I have something similar, but yours is cooler. But
Wait, what is that?
it's like a swishy material and
Wait, no, I
it's
love
like
it. Was that an
okay,
alien?
it's got yeah, there's an alien.
No, I love
Look at
it.
it.
This looks like your doodled notebook.
It reminded me of is it Tea Party? Like how they've been making their own
It looks like
stuff.
a brand Freak City, LA. I don't know.
Okay.
I
It's
follow them on
like got
Instagram. Their shit looks like that.
it's a trap like written on it. You
That's
see that?
cool.
I thought it was so I don't know why I grabbed it. Oh,
Because it's
wait a
unique.
minute. It says Kanye West on it. Get the hell out of here.
Wait, is that Kanye merch? Wait,
It's
what is
okay.
that? Do we have any Kanye fans in
Somebody
the house?
answer.
I mean, this is definitely, you know what it probably is? I had an Ed and Eddie sweatshirt that was like that kind of material and like a really like shitty quality graphic. I think
Yeah.
like the app Wish where you can like buy stuff for like six
Oh,
dollars.
yes.
I feel like they print a lot of like off-brand like merch.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Is
maybe
that
it's
where
something
that
like
stuff
that.
comes from? Kanye
I think
West.
some of it. Oh, I don't. I mean, they're not doing it. legitimately, but they're doing
Yeah,
it.
because that's where all those like weird bootlegs come from that
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I don't usually pick up this stuff because but it says fucking young at the bottom. But it's like pixely a little, like it's not even like
Yeah.
that clear, you know? So I was like, this is so weird.
That's what it is. They're literally like pixely. Like you can
Yeah,
see the quality of it.
it's so funny. I don't know what to do with it, but I ended up with it, you know? You know when you're
Yeah, no,
checking
that's
out
so
and you're
fun.
like, I guess I'm buying that.
I get it. I'm gonna show some more of the women's stuff so I can knock through it real quick.
Okay.
Um, so I'm grabbing a lot of this BB. This is like a
Oh,
baby tee. It's like a knit one actually, and in really good condition. But yeah, again, guys, like for this women's stuff, the tops, if you're gonna look through the women's short sleeve tops to look for men's tees, while you're looking through them, if you see these really papery tags that say made in USA, like give them a second glance and see if they're cool because that's also probably a vintage tee from the early
mhm.
2000s. And so I grabbed that. And this, well, I'm gonna do this one first. This one's cool and cute. It's a Lisa
Oh,
Simpson
yeah.
tank top, but these are all studs.
Oh,
They're like
yes.
half missing. I probably shouldn't have
Yeah.
grabbed it. It's from like Universal Studios, but I thought it was really fun and cute. So I grabbed that, and this is actually really cool. And this is very like early 2000s. I wish I could show this better, but it's like a lilac halter neck, and the neck on this is like,
Oh, nice.
I can kind of get it. You get the idea. But it has like all these like rhinestones and embellishments on it that look like fireworks. And that's the brand and the tag. Finesse, made in USA, that papery tag again. But this is cute, and this is actually, it says it's a medium, but I would not say it's a medium. It definitely looks more like a large, but it's cute.
That is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot.
I'm
Here's this one more women's thing, just random stuff. So this guy's like is a lot of like the stuff I'm buying for the flea market. Like this is the stuff that's I'm buying usually for like $3 to $5 a pop, sometimes $6 a pop. Like whereas before I would like not ever think of spending $6 on like a shirt when I was like heavy sourcing at the bins. But now
mhm.
when I know, okay, I can sell that in 2 days for 15 in person or like for 20 and that's gonna like all move and stuff, like I'm happy with that and I'm happy to like have these filler pieces. I thought this was cute. It's like a little crop top
That's
and it has this
cute.
really big like peephole in the middle. So that was
And
cute.
they're so easy to
Fun
store, right?
silhouette. Oh yeah, it takes up
Yeah.
so little space.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a lot of pants too, and those are bulky.
Yeah. But that's why selling clothes is like helpful or useful, you know? Like I want to branch out a little bit, but there's only so much I can
Oh, it
before I
gets
run
so
out of space.
bulky. Do
Yeah.
you go through the speaking of pants, do you go through the men's pants and the women's
Yeah.
pants?
Yeah, mostly the men's pants actually, because
Yeah,
that's I sell Carhartts and
yeah.
Levi's and the unisex, you know, like
You
it
sell a
just
lot of those Carhartts, huh?
I there's
I
somewhere
feel
in
like I
here.
see those a lot.
I like them though. Like
No, that I think that's great. That's
again,
like
it's like the
classic
camo in
too.
Oregon. Yeah, yeah.
There's certain styles that obviously are going to come in and out, and even Carhartt's like in and out with like how popular it is, but Carhartt will always like be a staple at some level, I feel like.
hmm And it
Yeah,
again, like it can be tore the hell up and someone
yeah.
will still want it just for that, you know? And if
Mm-hmm.
it I got this because well, I got it because it's Carhartt, but it's a small, but it has all its things. Like it has the
Cute.
little drawstring still,
Mm-hmm.
and it's this navy blue color, which I bet you
Cute.
know if you put bleach on it, it'll turn like a pinkish color.
Yeah. Are you gonna
So if
bleach it?
someone does, if someone doesn't buy it like quickly as blue, and I get
Yeah.
around to like a dye session, it might end
Yeah.
up in the dye
Oh my gosh,
session.
bleach dye all the time.
Yeah, dude,
No, I feel like
it's
Carhartt's
fun.
always good to pick up.
Yeah.
And but that's a good point too to like check at the details. I am not as good at that, but I've gotten better because I've burned myself in the ass so many times. Like check literally guys like now, especially now I'm getting more women's stuff, like whenever you're sourcing, give yourself a second and get into the habit of it. Because once you get in the habit, you're okay. But of looking at like the zippers, like check that all the buttons are there, check
Yeah,
that there's not holes in the armpits, like,
exactly.
or like the bottom stitching of a t-shirt isn't like half ripped out or something. Like I get so like excited and whatever at the thrift store. I used to overlook all that stuff, and I would come home, and as I was like getting ready to wash stuff, would have like 6 things that I would have to redonate or like do a ton of work on.
Yeah,
And some of those things are just better to leave behind, you know?
that happened to me with this silky shirt. There's a hole in the shoulder, which actually
Yeah.
really isn't a hard fix. Sorry, I
Yeah.
can't show it very well, but right there. And but I okay, this is a Depop thing, right? I guess I buy a lot of men's clothes. Like compared to
Yeah.
you,
No, I love the men's stuff.
look at
That's
how
awesome. Wait, I
this is
love
like a
that.
vibe, right? And it's a
Uh-huh.
gray, cloudy sky, and
Yeah.
then it's got some like,
No, I love
Chinese
that.
letters. And I can
It's
fix
cool in
that.
like a gray. A lot of those ones are like really orangey or red. And it's cool. It's more like muted colors.
Yeah, it's not so outrageous.
Yeah.
Pineapple Connection,
That's fun.
Mystic Origins. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
someone,
know how to.
she's also thrifty. She was saying that some of the best stuff does have stains. Yeah, and I will like, if it's worth it, I'll totally grab it. But I think my main thing is at least like, you know
Yeah.
what the damage might be, because obviously on like a good piece, you're happy, whatever, you'll figure it out. But when it's one of those ones where it's like you would buy it for like 10 to sell for like 25 or whatever, like not a big crazy amount, and then you get home and you're like, oh crap, like this is like a huge whatever, then it's like not
Hmm.
super worth it. But
Yeah.
at least with stains, a lot of that stuff you can really rock out. I've been
Yeah.
like heavy going into the pants section lately. I
Good for
got these
you.
ones today.
How do
These, I
you?
almost didn't get these, but then I had to. So Depop Gold Trip NYC.
Yeah.
Um, these are just plain black skinnies. The Trip, so this is like it's like an emo brand, would you say?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah. They
best.
make those gothic pants, like
Yeah,
those.
their stuff's like
Yes.
really cool. Yeah, their stuff's like crazy. A lot of it's like very over the top. Like they'll be like really short, like plaid mini skirts with like ruffles, or like really like huge, like neon, like raver goth pants or whatever. But they also make a lot of skinny jeans, and but they have a really good following. And I think especially with like the pants, people know their size that shop with them, and like they'll only get that style of pant. And the black ones, I feel like a plain black skinny jean from them that's in, these look like brand new. Like I
Yeah.
don't ever see jeans that are in this good, they don't look like they've literally ever been worn. um
Yeah.
this is like something that someone would like need to purchase again, like, oh, I, my black
Right.
skinny jeans like got a hole in them, like I'm gonna get another pair on Depop, like, so they were
And
eight
I'll get the
bucks and I,
same brand and same size because I know.
hell
Yeah.
yeah, they
That's.
will. But they're
Yeah.
like these I don't think will go for a ton. But if you guys find any like more, again, I was saying like if you see anything costumey looking, like look at the tag and like look it up if it's a brand, because like if you see something really like crazy and costumey and you look at the tag and it's Trip NYC, it's probably worth like, could be worth like $200. Like you
Hmm.
wouldn't think that, but if it's like a rare like kind of older piece, those people who are into that are really willing to pay up.
Yes. Um. How do we feel about New Balance? This is random. Sorry.
Oh my
Um.
gosh, so hit or miss, I feel like.
I know. I don't know.
But
This
their good
is
stuff is like so, it hits just right.
yeah, this is like a velour hoodie. It's got a ribbon tag,
Cute.
but it's probably not very old at all. And it's
Yeah.
black, who doesn't need a black
That looks like
velour
cozy
hoodie?
though. I
Yeah.
like, yeah. No, I think that's cute. I feel like any of their like sweatshirts and sweat pants are cute.
Okay.
And I like some of their shoes, their dad shoes.
The dad shoes. And I've been
But some of
listening
them are like good
to
dad shoes and some of them are like dad shoes.
yeah, not okay.
They're
I've
like
been, what's
whatever.
the rapper? Jack Harlow, dude. I've been listening to him a lot. And so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, New Balance is definitely cool,
Yeah.
because Instagram.
That's so funny.
Oh my
I
gosh.
want to show these real quick. These are, speaking of modern brands to keep an eye out for. I saw these today. I'm Gia. I've been finding IMG pants like crazy. I saw these, you know those moments where you see a corner of a piece of fabric from an
Yeah.
aisle away and you know exactly what it is and you get there and you were right? Whether it's
Yes.
like a Levi's like jean from a certain year or like anything. And when those like things, when your knowledge like clicks and you start to, you've been doing this long enough where you like have those moments, it feels really good. And these pants, I have these same pants in pink with the pink stripes, and I saw just this little bit.
Oh,
And I was like, those are the fucking IMG pants that I have. And they were, and they're in great condition. And these,
this is
again,
awesome.
Depop Gold, guys, and they're half off. So I only paid $4 for these, and they're in great
Wow.
condition. And I'll get a good picture of them. But their stuff, their pants on their website can sell for up to like $150, and they resell some of their like rare ones from like a few years ago that certain celebrities were shot in can go for even more. So it's very like Instagrammy brand, whatever, but
Yeah.
it's a good one for reselling. And then this was another pair. This is from another store, and these are actually unbranded. They're just like some cheap, but these are so, I need to stand up.
Oh,
They're just so cool. They're like
they're
super
like,
wide leg
yeah,
lightning pants.
those are great. I want them.
I needed them. And yeah, they were like, I saw these from a distance too. And I don't grab a ton of this newer, like unbranded cheap streetwear stuff. But when it's like something really,
But if
really
you
cool, these are like cool enough where I'm like, hell yeah. They have like actual
American
metal
Thunder.
zippers and stuff too. Yeah,
Yeah.
American Thunder. This was like a big Eagle American Thunder tee. Would be
Yeah.
so sick. Damn. Guys, I wish I had an outdoor space to take cool fit pics, but I live in a full apartment building on like a cross street in LA that's so busy, and I'm not in a secluded area at all. So literally there's nowhere private, and I'm not going to be on influencers in the wild or some shit getting caught taking a cool picture. I don't care that much. I have so many ideas, but I will do them on a flat lay from above and not on the street with a camera and a
Dude, that's
timer.
how I feel. I feel like
I'm
that's
I,
so
I'm too
hard.
embarrassed. Like
I am
no shame in
too.
anyone who's doing that either. Like more power to you because
I'm always jealous of the people that
I
I
get
see
so
doing that.
embarrassed.
I'm like, good job on you. I wish I had that confidence,
Yeah. You know what?
And I wish I
I
had
mean,
a,
do it. I'll
yeah,
do it like in a back alley for sure. But on the streets I'm at, it's like literally no matter what you're doing, like there's gonna be eyes on you, watching you actively. So you have to be okay with that.
Okay, with the Y2K vibe, is this a good brand? Next
See,
generation? It might not even be
I
Y2K,
don't
but I
know that brand, but that definitely looks like so.
90s
Yeah. So
Y2K.
I would say like Y2K women's tags. Another clue you'll have, guys, is if it's like a really like that name next generation or like cool girls or like hot chicks or
Yeah.
sassy
Next,
pants, like
yeah.
anything like that. It's like short and like about like that looks like early 2000s
It that's what
women's
I
stuff
thought.
for sure. I
Yep.
don't someone says looks like MTV's Next show.
Oh my
Remember that show?
God.
Next.
Yes.
I would you
Man.
go on that? I'd be so nervous.
Oh my God. I think about like
I would
what
have
my
gone though.
bio would be. Yeah. Oh my God.
I feel like I would have done a
I don't
reality
know.
show back then. I would not get on a reality show now. So I feel like our
Yeah.
relationship with social media and these people after the fact is so different now and so much more fucked up now that I would not. I'm
I
too
know.
sensitive. I'm gonna show you
I
guys real quick some lingerie
oh
I picked up because I've been going through the women's sleepwear slash scrub section because those are usually together. It's
yeah.
usually like Pooh Bear scrub pants, onesie, Fredericks of Hollywood corset, like thong, like it's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
sorts. They put like everything there, like your grandma's like old flannel pants, whatever. Um, but I'm gonna quickly show you guys everything I grabbed from those sections at different stores. This is vintage Victoria's Secret. Usually the older ones have this
Oh,
thicker tag and a lot of like the gold writing. This is just like a long sleeve, like satiny shirt with the pocket, the button-up ones. These actually sell really quick for me. Um, in person and at the markets. They're like really like slinky, fun, cute. So I always grab those. Yes, gold label. Those ones are usually worth more. And that was my first job ever in retail when I was 19. I worked at Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
So I always feel special with that. This is Fredericks of Hollywood. This is like a top more than
Yeah.
anything, but it's like very flowy and cute. And I feel like these lighter colors are very like early 2000s girly cute with like some flare jeans is adorable. This is like very sexy. This is just a random brand, but I figured with Valentine's coming up, it'd be good for the flea.
Yeah.
Someone will appreciate that. I grabbed this. So you guys see, I've been getting a lot of this stuff. Yeah, this is like another brand I don't know, Flora Nick Ruse. But this is like a long slip dress, and it's actually really pretty. But this has like a lace detailing around the top. This stuff is like easy to spot too. And then I got a corset from Fredericks of Hollywood. These are worth a decent amount. And this is really good with black and white, size medium. These are another thing that I've been really good at the flea market. I feel like this kind of stuff is better for people to see in person and be able to like actually like for fit and stuff. Same with like jeans.
And shoes, like that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Like some people they want to try it on. Yeah.
Yeah. No, seriously, they'll try it on and like we have a big mirror set up. And that's really helpful for people, I
It
think.
is my goal to have a pop-up or vendor spot, something. I've been
You
shopping like
will.
I already have one, and I'm like,
Are they
come on,
doing
like
fleas
that.
right now in Oregon?
No,
Are
not
those
because
up and
like
running?
not no, like
Yeah.
I talked to somebody, but it was like around Thanksgiving we had this idea, and they were gonna start it, but then things started shutting down again after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and then it just
They
not,
normally do
and
though,
then
right? It's just because of the virus.
yeah,
Okay.
but and also it's like outdoors right now in Oregon is no fun, so
Yeah.
it's a spring
Oh
summer
yeah, it's
anyways.
crappy other places. I forget.
Yeah, yeah, I know you do have that on your side, but it is.
Finally,
Yeah,
after
yeah, right.
many years of living in the cold winters of Montana.
I
But no,
know.
I get that. I would, yeah, definitely do it when you can. I think selling in
Yeah.
person is um so much fun. Like,
Farmers market, right.
yeah,
And
the farmers markets are good. And
there's
it's
a
fun too
huge
at
Saturday
those because
market,
it's, yeah,
like
those
that
are good
is
too
the
if they will
thing.
let you because at those farmers markets, like if you guys obviously Eugene isn't like a small town, but like if you guys do live in a smaller town and there really isn't even in normal times a vintage or like sellers market, whatever, like hit up your local Main Street farmers market and see if you can do,
Yeah.
and you might not be able to do like a Y2K booth might not like do crazy well there, but you can like
Mm,
curate your selections and you do more like antiques and stuff and or to whatever you think
knickknacks.
will be, yeah, just like cool knickknacks, maybe old mugs and stuff, who knows.
Yeah.
And I think it's so valuable getting in front of people and yeah, it's so much fun.
I think it'll be
And
fun. It just
you
sounds fun.
learn so much too, like obviously from like verbal feedback, but also just from like seeing where people like gravitate towards in your booth and like what, like I have like a few items that have been picked up at like every flea market we've been at and no one's like asked me the price
Yeah.
on it or but like they'll pick it up every time, but it's like okay,
Yeah.
what can I learn from that? And these are
See?
the things you don't get to know at all when you have your Depop, like the
Hmm.
stats that they give you and stuff. But first pop up,
Yeah, tips.
yeah, first, if you mean like at a flea market or something, I would say the most important thing is just to like prepare well. Um,
Like have
know
all the
about like the
racks.
tent situation, like check the
Yeah.
weather, make sure you have like your racks. I would say if you have a like decent amount, it's gonna be best if you can hang everything at home and if your car will allow it the size.
Yeah.
Um, I think just like preparing for everything and just kind of like, okay, make sure I have a tent that I like and here my racks and pack
Yeah.
everything up the night before or whatever. Um, you'll figure
Yes.
everything else out while you're there, I think. There's a lot of things like Sarah and I, we've been selling at the markets together, and there's a lot of things that we did the first time that like we've totally changed how we set up the booth and stuff since then. But that's stuff like you learn and like you evolve as you
Yeah.
do it.
This is a good time. Okay. Okay, I saw a picture of your booth and you had some
Yes.
VHSs.
Yes.
And are people
I was
buying
thinking
those?
that.
Are people picking those up? Are
Yeah.
they?
At the
Yeah,
market they
okay.
are.
He was in there, but it was just so I forgot about a lot of the movies, and it's like art.
Yeah.
That's why I like these t-shirts, because it's like the
It's
nostalgia
interesting.
thing.
I like
Yeah.
started picking up VHS tapes like once I really started getting into my Depop back home because they were like 50 cents there. And but I didn't have a VCR or anything. I just was grabbing them. And 9 Walt Disney World promo vacation tape. So it's like
Oh,
the tape that they
yes.
sent you in the mail to like sell you a vacation for your family. But like you watch it and it's so interesting and like is a time capsule. I have like a Charo teaches you the Macarena workout video, which is like well it's still
Wow.
in the original packaging, but like I pick up like the most weird stuff because I do feel like VHS tapes are like art. I feel like they're like records. That's to me
Yeah.
it's like listening to like a digital audio file of a song and then versus listening to the original record on a record player. And those like little cracks in that there's so many
Yes.
ways and like we are thrifting more than most people obviously and we are the people who are going into these stores with like the knowledge of like saving things, right? And that's kind of like our vibe with it. But there's so many ways that we can use that knowledge. We're already there, we're already looking through a section
Mhm.
and be able to like use that to impact things for good too outside of our reselling. There's so many things that you were able to buy at such discounted prices that maybe aren't like good for reselling, but maybe are really, really good to donate to like an actual local like organization that directly could use them. Or I mean,
Yeah.
here in LA, there's like a big like homeless population. Like you can like buy like someone like a warm blanket and
Yeah.
like help them out, or a raincoat or like an umbrella like on a rain. You can directly help people in ways um, from I mean this experience that we're doing anyways.
Yeah,
And
I've
you can do it
already
as big as
donated.
small as like you're comfortable with too. It's like a easy
Yeah,
way to make an impact without having to do it.
the crisis intervention,
Yeah.
and they will like ask, if you follow them on social media, they'll be there was a day they asked for leggings and
Mhm.
different pants, and rain jackets and stuff, and I just took whatever was in
Yeah.
my not selling pile, and like easy,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they need backpacks and stuff too.
Yeah.
And from the bins, I always grab random ass bags to stuff the stuff I'm getting
Yeah.
in the bag,
Totally.
So if you
Yeah.
can give, like,
Another
I
way
don't
to do
care
that
about
too,
it.
guys, like especially if you're at the bins, like how
Yes.
often you're at the bins standing in front of a bin waiting for 20 minutes for them to rotate it. I know we do that in LA, so we can't be the only ones.
It
But
does happen. Yeah.
like I have a ton of friends who are teachers, like at all different like levels and stuff. And there's a ton of books. I don't know. Again, like these are just like easy things that we can do that are
Or we
not
can give
even,
away free shit in our packages to
yeah.
Depoppers.
Yes, pencils. I love putting
Oh
free
yeah,
stuff in with
I got the bandana idea from you too. I
you putting
will
them
try.
in.
Yeah, if somebody buys like 2 items, they get a
Yeah. Oh,
bandana.
yeah. Yeah.
Something.
No, it's fun. I like for a while had a now I like put it in like a dollar bin at the flea, but I like was just getting
Yes.
put something weird with their stuff, but it's
Yeah.
fun. And I think any way we can make those interactions special and like
I've
cool is
received a
so
free
good.
gift from somebody on Depop, and I was like, oh my God, you made a mistake. I'm so sorry, but you gave me an
Yeah.
extra item.
I
And they're
know
like,
people don't
no.
say anything. It's like it just takes one extra message.
And they're like, that was free. And I was like, oh my God, thank you.
And I think I'm gonna, well, maybe we can have it at the flea market booth, is what I'm thinking, for sunglasses. But it's really, really cute and it's glittery at the top. You can see, but it's like wooden. It was for like kids, a kids room or something for sure. But
That's cool. It's got the date and everything on the
I
back like
know it's so
that.
cute.
Oh,
I feel like,
I got a mirror
yeah.
too.
Did you? What did you
Yes,
get?
so weird. We have a lot of similar stuff. Bless this
Oh
man.
my gosh, that's so
And it was
fun.
okay. I did go to an actual like vintage mall, like where
Oh,
people like I could rent a booth one day there,
you should do that.
and yeah, but
That's the
this is a
move.
bougie one. This one is like
Okay.
so good. Like they
Okay.
are so good, but it's actually old, which I don't know. Bless this mess. Like
That's
I feel
so
like people say that a
cool.
lot lately.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's so rad. No,
I got
but
excited.
those flea market or those like antique malls, if you
Yeah,
guys like, I mean, I guess that one's like a certain vibe or whatever, but those are
it's really cool.
can be such a good move. A lot of those
Yeah,
places you pay like a monthly rent or whatever, and it's usually like not that much, and then you get a lot of times like they get like a portion of your sale or whatever. But it's like a
that
really, really affordable way to have a store. You like have a booth, you fill up your stuff in it, and you just keep it stocked. So you can go like maybe 2 or 3 times a week and just put stuff there and
yeah.
keep it filled and collect your checks.
Yes.
Like
Oh my
that's such a
gosh.
low risk
I
way
need
to
to
like
just
have a
ask.
shop
Yeah,
versus
I
like
just need
getting
to
like a
ask.
3 year lease at a place and like getting a staff and a pay, like that's like
Yeah.
really involved to
Oh
like
gosh.
open a
Yeah.
real like store. But to
Yeah.
get a booth like that, you don't have to be there.
Yeah.
They run it for you.
You're right, because I always wonder where these people are. Um, that is cool. That is cool. Okay, I need to
That's the
just ask
move.
because I really have no idea, and I'm like excited because I'm like, what? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. They did have like a little section of t-shirts, and I'm saying I already like we would kill it, like
Yeah. No, for
the
sure. And I guess you
like a
really have to think about
90s.
like the audience that's going to those different ones, and they're all like pretty different vibes, I think. So like
Yeah.
certain like types of stuff would do really well at others, but I feel like at most of them, any shirt you would list on your Depop for like 20 to 40 bucks, any old like Harley, like any of that kind of shit, it was
Yeah.
like easy,
Yeah.
quick, and people aren't gonna like
Yeah.
question your prices either if like your stuff's displayed really nice and like clean and like
Hmm.
looks good, and
That'd be the fun part.
it's
Yeah.
like you are like the cool vintage who like sets up your shit cool, and everyone there is like putting like ceramic doilies, and you're like, when all the kids are there with their grandmas looking through all the booths, they're gonna like wander off and find your booth and they're gonna get a t-shirt.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I feel like
Oh,
that's the
so I should
move.
pick the long, So I'm like,
Yeah.
how long has this stuff been sitting here, and how much does it cost to have it sit here? So
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that go involved, and it totally depends on your area, I'm sure. But
totally. But
but
yeah,
I just
I
realized
don't
like
think
that
they're,
would be
yeah, but don't,
yeah.
yeah, look into it because I think, yeah, they definitely feel super empty, and they are.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think they are like usually like really affordable.
I
Um,
just have a
and
vision
again,
of
it's
like
like so
parking
low
lots,
risk.
like
Like that
finding
could
a
be your death
parking lot.
pile.
Yeah.
Instead of your death pile being in the corner of your house, your death pile could be hung at the antique mall, and when you're ready
Uh-huh.
to list it, you can take it home, and maybe
Yes.
before then you'll get like a few $100 check at the end of the month
Oh my God, you're
before
right.
you
Like the
even had to
stuff that,
deal with it.
yeah, yeah, and then just like, oh my
That's
God,
how
that's
I would do it, I
genius.
think.
Yeah, that's a smart
That's like the
idea.
lazy way to do it, and I feel like
Yeah.
but also you would like could keep a system. You wouldn't have to go all the time. Like you wouldn't have to worry
Yeah.
about stuff selling online.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go through these
Okay.
teas real quick.
Do it.
I have like a lot, and I'm just gonna go through them very fast. This is a kid's Hello Kitty shirt, which is actually really cute. It's cherry blossom, Washington D.C. This is the kid's shirt, but yeah, kids section. I found a ton of cute shit. It's one of the only vintage teas I found today, but it's an old
Wow.
Steelers tee. It's actually pretty cool on a, but it's dope.
Yeah.
This one's a 2XL. It says warning, comedian at work. Approach at own risk, which is like kind of stupid, but I grabbed it anyways. Like I'm getting a lot of this like random stuff just because I feel like it. I feel like
It's a
just like
mood.
drawn
Like,
to it, and once you like
yeah.
are doing this long enough, you just kind of like get like, yeah, I'll grab it. Like you get like a vibe of
Yes.
like I don't. There's not a specific reason why I would grab something like this, but I just did, and that's fine. It'll do okay.
If it has a
This
bad
one's a
word on
newer
it or
one.
something like that, I'll get it.
Oh, for
Keep
sure.
it real. Right?
Definitely. This is like some brand. There was actually a lot of their stuff. This is one of the newer ones I would grab, but it's like a unicorn, and this is a big size too. I think it's also a 2XL. But this would be cute on like a more petite girl as like a dress. Like very like
Oh yeah.
rave. This is cool. So I was like, oh, DJ. And I'm like into DJs. Like I love going to festivals and shit. Like that used to be my vibe. That is a DJ on his label or something, but I'm gonna look this up. That's why I grabbed that. I've had this shirt before. I grabbed it again. It says WTF, where's the fireball? And then on the back it has the big fireball
Dude, I've been so close
logo.
to getting Fireball shirts.
I
They
love
are funny.
Fireball. Fireball shirts are
Yeah,
dope. This
they have
is
funny ones.
a cute one. It's like a baby tee. But it's a queen tee. It says fan shirt. Actually, I don't know. I don't know this tag. I don't think this is like super old. Maybe like, oh, no, it's dated. 2003.
That's
Oldish
Y2K. Yeah.
for Queen. And this is the last t-shirt I
Yeah.
grabbed. Sam Smith,
Nice.
2014. I'm just grabbing like any of these.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Any like
That's
pop
not.
star tour
Yes.
tee from like, well, forever old back up to like 2015 I'm grabbing.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yes.
Are you? I. It's Kevin Gates. I laughed
Oh my
so
gosh. Wait, is that a
hard.
hoodie?
Yes.
Oh my
And it's
gosh.
that
Wait, does it go
swishy
up?
material.
Those shirts, the other telltale sign of them being that like cheapy online is usually like the patterns don't match up. So like how he's like weirdly on the back of the hoodie, like a designer brand. This is something we don't really think about, but like a really high-end brand, or even not designer, let's say it's just like a brand that's selling their jeans at like a high-end department store for like $500, or their leggings, whatever. They're going to take the time to match up those patterns perfectly in their manufacturing facilities.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that that's getting made at a sweatshop somewhere, probably
Yeah.
realistic. Like that's the kind of stuff that's getting made like dirt cheap.
Yeah.
They're not taking the time to do that, nor do they want to. They are saving any cent they can, and to be able to
Right.
just use every scrap of that fabric to be able to place it together. It takes a lot more fabric to make something that's perfectly lined up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's another telltale sign. I did find one
You're
designer
right.
piece.
Next.
It's like so boring, but
What is it though?
it's a YSL
Oh,
silk
good.
shirt.
I've never found a YSL here. Never.
Yeah. So LA, you do find some designer for sure. And just a heads up, we'll probably need to wrap up in like 10-ish minutes.
Okay.
10, 20
Yeah,
minutes.
that's cool.
We're fine, not in a huge rush, um, but with the designer you do find in LA, most of it I would say is like very inconspicuous. Like it just is like really nice looking basics. And usually if
Okay.
they're like an interesting color or like an interesting color or texture of fabric,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just something I've noticed.
Okay. But speaking of designer, I was so excited about this. It's the Christian
Oh, Christian Audigier?
Yes. Okay, I'm glad
Audigier?
you said that. I was like, oh my God, I don't know. Von Dutch guy, you know?
Yeah.
I got so excited.
No, that stuff
This is
sells
like
really well. He created the Ed
quality.
Hardy brand.
Ed Hardy. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so Ed Hardy was like a tattoo artist, but Christian Audigier like bought his license or whatever, and
Okay.
so if you get Ed Hardy stuff, it says Ed Hardy by Christian Audigier on it.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's the
But
same
it's the Von
style.
Dutch too, right? Same thing, right?
Maybe he did do the Von Dutch too. It's
think
definitely all that
so.
same vibe for sure.
I mean, it looks, those are very similar looks.
Yeah, they all look the same.
Do you think if I hold on to this, it'll go up in value? Or is this like a phase? Like
No,
where
I
it's
think
coming
that
back?
stuff. I don't think it's a trend like a trend that
Cool.
like we're used to, in the sense of like it's gonna be out in a few months. Like I feel like it's something that's we're gonna see for a while, like how we did see like the 90s like vibe kind of stick around for a while. I think that more like loud stuff is definitely, oh yeah, he did start with Von. Ways for that to play out, you know? It's
Yeah.
not just like
And
that type of
our
shirt, but
circumstances right now, like I want to wear outrageous stuff and go places.
I know. You want to see?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you a outrageous belt. Speaking of early 2000s, this reminds me of
Yes.
The Simple Life because this is like something
Yes.
that Paris would have worn like at the ranch with her low-rise pants that are with their ass hanging out.
Yeah.
But it's like total rhinestone belt. They have a belt that looks just like this at Wasteland on
Mhm.
Melrose. If you guys don't know what Wasteland is, they're a high-end resale store. It's like really, really like trendy stuff. But they have like really cool shit in there. But they had a belt like this in there that they were selling for $120.
Ooh.
So if you guys see any, especially in like more rural areas, if you see like cowgirl belts, like really blinged
Yeah.
out, any color, like the honestly, like the tackier the better, I feel like. Like a lot of that stuff would go really well on Depop if you get a good picture of it. Yeah, you don't see a lot of like this at the thrifts in LA, but when you do, you pick it up. I also did grab this belt as well with the pink
Nice.
zebra print. Fun fact, for my, I can't believe I'm revealing this. For my 16th birthday, my dad painted a wall in my bedroom
Yes.
black and pink zebra print, and I do have pictures. And yes, that was during my Jersey Shore phase, and it was a whole
Yes.
wall, and it was the best thing ever in my whole life. I was so obsessed with it.
It's
How much was it?
okay, so they had it up super high, right? Like I'm surprised I even saw it like way up in thing. $40. Dude, they're on to us. I
Wait, so
know.
what thrift store was that?
This was St. Vinny's, and it
Wow.
was up on a mannequin, like super high up, and I was like, damn, I wonder how long that's been there.
That's
And it's like a weird
crazy.
tag, SSI large. It's dated 89, so it has the date on
Oh,
there.
cool.
And it's, the Bugs Bunny, or what is it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a sick shirt.
I was like, it was like one of the first finds I found on Monday,
Yeah.
knowing I was gonna be here. So
Oh my gosh.
I have to get it.
No,
I was like
that's so
panicking.
cool though. I got you
But I
to
used
keep
your
on for it.
coupon,
And like
$20, 20% off.
yeah, it's definitely cool. I mean, you'll definitely be able to sell it for sure. It's not like something you got for like $100 that you're gonna sit on and not ever
Yeah.
move.
I know St.
That's
Vinny's
definitely like a unique
kind of
shirt
assholes right
too.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, James
They're
Dean
getting
vibes
smart.
for sure. I know the thrift stores are definitely starting to catch on to vintage. It's interesting to me, all the like, we don't have to really get into it, but all the talk of like
I know.
the thrift store prices and stuff, when the thrift stores, they're just trying to like squeeze us for all the money. They have so much money that they're they shouldn't be raising their prices. If anything, they should be lowering their prices so they can actually sell more of this clothes so it doesn't go into a landfill.
I know.
Inner tag. There's the inner tag.
I like grabbing skirts.
But here's the back. I don't grab a ton. Oh wait, no, that was the back. Sorry. This is the front.
Oh, and it
this
has a
is the
slit
back.
in the front? Ooh.
In the front and the back. Oh yeah, no, the
Oh.
little slit is like, yeah. And then I also got these vintage jeans, women's jeans. This is Raglan's special issue. I don't really know this. They're bigger size. They're 33 women's. But they're really, really rad. They're like super acid wash. And then they have these big, darker spots on the sides.
Wow.
But they're really rad. And they were $8. I never, in LA, again, like a lot of this like really cool, like denim workwear, vintage, any of that is really hard to find. So my favorite part of these, it's Velcro on the pocket, which is just amazing.
So good. I got a Billie Eilish shirt.
Billie, I love her.
This is gonna be one, like, she'll, if you hang on to it, it'll be good.
I have that same shirt.
Really? Oh,
I just listed it.
Dude, you have the same Justin Bieber shirt I was super excited about. He's like world tour. I just sold it today, and I was like,
you did?
Yeah, I had it priced up too on Depop, and I was sad. I was like, damn.
If they have like a really strong and loyal following, whatever that means, and even if you're not part of that, and you find like a tour t-shirt, look it up, because a lot of those tours, like let's say Ariana Grande, for example, people like to get an actual ticket to go to those is like an insane process to begin with. Or Taylor Swift concert, it's like, I don't even know, like you have to like get a certain app and like waiting list and like be there like within this minute period to get let in, to get your online ticket. Or so the people that are going to these concerts like really want to go, and then the people who go to these concerts and buy merch like aren't usually donating it. So you'd be surprised how little of these like actual tour merch shirts and stuff actually make it to the reselling. Harry Styles merch on eBay will go for like $150. Like, if you see this shit, like look it up. You'd be surprised, because these followings are like they're passionate, and like they're willing to like, these pieces, and maybe they're not vintage, so you don't think that they're rare, but just because it's newer, like there's not that much out there. So it depends.
And the tour
but
stuff compared to like the the Journeys or the Spencers.
That's the thing to be careful of, especially with like Justin Bieber, for example. Be careful for certain things. Check the tag and make sure that it's not like the H&M version, or like the Journeys, or like the Hot Topic reprint. They're reprinting a lot of these like modern stuff like in crazy quantities. Like, but if you can find like the ones that were actually, and you can usually tell, like they'll have like a real tag, or some of them will be screen printed, but I'll say that like from the
concert,
tour date or whatever.
The places it went and things like that.
But if you can find the actual ones. Rihanna ones. She needs to put out a new album.
I know. Where is she, man?
God damn it.
I know. So I always grab Pokemon shirts and Nintendo shirts because I'm a nerd and I love them, and they're totally not.
Are you grabbing
old.
those all in the kids section too?
These are adult sizes.
That's awesome.
But sometimes for sure. Because a baby doll, like it works, man. It works, and they sell also.
Totally.
Like this,
those are so fun. And there's
got
a lot
of
of
characters.
Even the modern like prints that they've made of Pokemon and Nintendo stuff are usually like really fun, and like
they're fun
like bold graphics.
It's like been retro already. It's already retro, like because it's
double
been around
retro.
For so long. It's like not going anywhere, I guess.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. It's like this is a sure bet. Like, dude.
No, totally.
I'll give one of those away, maybe, whoever. Oh, yeah, somebody asked what reality show you would have chosen to be on. It's like oh my gosh, freaking hard
I didn't see that. Oh my gosh.
I've been
any time. Oh my gosh, guys, don't put me on the spot. This is such a big question. I love reality TV. I think especially older. I actually also just started a new season of Love Island UK, which is also iconic and crazy, but damn,
it's new.
Any of the old stuff, Maybe like Rock of
I don't know. I
Love
don't
would have
even.
been pretty
Yeah.
iconic.
Well,
No,
I was.
actually, though, like to be on a season of The Real World back in its heyday would have been like so iconic. Because I feel like if you went into that with like an okay attitude, you could make that like a pretty cool experience and not be horrible. And hell yeah, I feel like that would be like the least like damaging. And like
Yeah.
you could still have like a lot of fun, like it'd be cool, but
Yeah, you could use
like
it as like a
I
career
used to
move.
think I would want to be on like the Bad Girls Club, but
Road Rules, that's the one I was thinking
yeah,
of.
that's a
Yes.
good one. Flavor of
You
Love.
do challenges and stuff.
Yeah, guys, put
Please,
your in the
please.
comments. I want to know what
What
reality
yours
show
would be.
you would want to be on. If you could be on anyone from any time period, what would it be? I'm very
Is
curious.
The Hills isn't like a reality show, right?
It was
Or it's like
scripted.
like I thought that was like the ideal,
I
like the
know.
way they are treated. They treat other
I
people and
know.
the boyfriends how they treat. I was just like, oh no,
It's sad, right? I
It
know.
is sad.
That was like our concept of like how to
And that
deal
wasn't
with
that
people.
long ago.
I know.
It was like, wow.
These are unbranded pants I got that are also just like really fun.
Dude.
So they're like fuzzy, but not really. They're not like a PJ pant fuzzy. They're like a cropped flare zebra pant. And I don't know, I think they're like yoga pants or something, but they're so cute. And I know
the most flattering pants.
Like I love
also.
Look, zebra. I love zebra.
Yeah.
And then these are the last pants I got. These are okay. These ones I actually need to look up. So they're made in Italy, and the brand is Nest Jeans Urban Style. I think they're vintage, but they're like a brown corduroy, and they're definitely like early 2000s looking. They're just like a flare, but they have this really cute, like, you can't even see it. So what's this called? Like distressing on all the hems and all the stitching, which is like really popular from that time period. But usually they'll have it like all the way down the leg and stuff too.
I would have bought those so fast that I remember buying like a different corduroy, like a color of all the corduroy pants, in like freshman year of high school.
Totally.
Okay. Center swoosh, like, are we excited about that? But
I think
interesting. And I feel like now NCU might be like a cool, like it'll become rarer.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Like, remember when it was NCU? I don't know.
It'll be like more unique.
Yeah.
You can't get it anymore at the bookstore at the school.
Yeah. Did you know it used to be called NCU? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show, I have like two more random things. And then I have like one final thing I want to show because it's my favorite thing and I saved it for last. And it was like one of the last things I found. But so these are like the two last random things I got. I got this mug. What are these called? Lucky Cats, whatever. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
the name, but they're so cute, and I really liked. So I've been getting a lot of like really unique mugs because I'm thinking of doing at the flea market, planting succulents in them and selling them for like $10. I think it'd be cute.
Yes.
And hopefully you can keep your succulent alive in a cool vintage mug, and if you kill it, then you have a cool mug anyways. And I feel like $10 is like, for like a plant and a cool old mug is like an okay price. But we'll see if I actually do that. And then I also grabbed this beaded purse because it reminds me of that book about rainbow fish.
Yeah.
What was that book called?
I have no idea.
God damn it. Tell me, guys. That kid's book, whatever. But it's so cute, and it's actually like heavy. This beaded stuff, like I normally won't grab, but the like whole chain is beaded, and it's when it's like that beaded, but it's also heavy, it's usually like more expensive.
Hmm.
And I figured same thing, and then I'll show this, and then you can show like your giveaway.
Okay, that's a good idea because I am
Okay.
running out.
I just want to make sure this
I,
isn't too long to put on YouTube.
yeah, okay.
I
This
don't
is
get
gonna
in
be
it.
hard to show,
Okay.
but this is a dress. This was like a weird thing. It's kind of like a muumuu style dress. So this is
Cute.
velvet. The tag, it's made in Nepal. It says it was like originally $43.95, which is a random price.
Oh, it still has the
But it
OG tag.
hmm handcrafted clothing from Nepal, namaste, and talks about how it was like ethically made.
Awesome.
And they're so happy that you bought this, you know?
That's so
And
cool.
I love the colors. I love the blue, and then there's more velvet detail on some of the stripes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if you wore it with a big belt, or I might just end up wearing it around the house because,
Yeah.
you know,
I
but
love
it's really
that.
hard.
Like the
And it was
designs.
25% off, so we like that. And I just the
Sale. We
tag,
love sale days.
yeah,
Do you, someone asked earlier in my DMs to
rainbow
ask on
fish.
here. It was the rainbow fish.
Okay.
But they were asking, do you have a philosophy for when you like to go thrifting? Do you go like first thing when they open? Do you not care?
I try. I try to go when they first
Do you
open, which
think
is
that it's better earlier?
I
People have different
10
opinions
8
on this.
they
And
go
different stores are
the,
different, I think.
it's so luck. It's so luck. So I will sit on the couch and think about like, oh, it's 10:30. They've been open for a half hour, you know, like oh, la, la, and I'll make excuses for not going, and then I never go, which
Yeah.
is so dumb, you know. Like if I want to go, just go,
Yeah.
you know. And if I'm not feeling, because sometimes I'll walk in and I just don't feel it, or there might be
Yeah.
like too many people, or like something
Yeah.
is off, or
Well,
like
do
I'm
you
getting a
guys
bunch of
know,
phone
are
calls.
they restocking after they close?
I'm
I guess I never really understood why people always thought the very beginning of the day was the best, because I always was under the impression that maybe a little got put out like early morning, but most of it was getting put out
yeah,
during the day.
I
So I
watch them
always
all
thought
day
it was,
long.
I
Me,
don't
I
feel
don't
like, I feel
know.
like, I mean, I guess my brain just coming from retail was always thinking that at the end of the day when they close, they would like be getting everyone out of there, and like that's the end of the day for their
And
payroll and stuff
cleaning
usually.
and
Yeah, like they're
yeah,
closing up for the night.
yeah.
And
I think
usually the
so.
donation teams leave earlier here at least. So maybe early morning they're like stocking some stuff and like processing some donations, but I don't know.
I don't know
I have no
either.
idea if anyone
I
knows.
think it's probably different everywhere, and
Yeah.
if I think about it too much, like that's just weird. Just go.
I think it's
And
good though to just, yeah. I think the
if you want to
best
go,
thing is
go.
just to go. I think
Hmm.
consistency and frequency is huge. If you just
Yeah.
like, I think people who plan it out too much, it's like you're
The
missing stuff.
thing to
Honestly, like the big sale days, I think are some of the worst days to go. Like,
really,
yeah,
I
because
don't know
everyone's
though.
there.
Yeah, okay. So Saturdays, I don't like going
Depends.
Saturdays because it's very busy, you know, and maybe I'm just like antisocial, but it's also like just, you
It's
know,
hard. Yeah.
um, it's just like a totally different vibe on a weekend. But Sundays are also when the color tags change
Mhm.
at Goodwill, you know, here. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's different there.
Yeah.
So it's like another level of busy, you know.
Yeah. No, exactly.
But on Tuesdays at St. Vinny's, if anyone's local, they're getting the pro. I mean, they could just call and ask
Yeah.
them to do the brooches. But on Tuesdays, right? They changed the colors at the St. Denny's, and I like this. And sometimes it's like my
Yeah.
mental health like break from work, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a little
So
pause.
yeah.
No, I get it. Okay, I'm gonna show you my last thing, and then you can show what you're giving away, and then
Okay.
we'll wrap everything up. And thanks everyone for hanging out this whole time. This has been so awesome.
Yes.
So this is a movie promo tank top, and it's for the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and it says join the sisterhood, and then at the bottom it has the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants with
Oh my
the
gosh.
2005 Warner Bros. Little licensing date. But I think this is so freaking cute and like
Yeah.
so random. Like I would never think to like this is the kind of shit that you miss if you're only sourcing online because I would never look anything up that I would find this.
Yeah.
Like I don't and no one maybe even list it. Like but to be able to look through the racks and find something like this is so unique and fun and
Yeah.
I know the gals will love it.
Yes.
So fun. Okay,
Good
what do you want to give
find.
away?
I mean, I showed the um the Super Mario.
So
I
fun.
can, or I do want to like whoever wins can choose, or is that like too complicated?
That might
I
be
can't find.
I would pick for
Okay, we'll
them.
just do this. Let's do this.
You want to do that,
It's
T?
yeah, it's a big size, so it probably fits like an XL.
Hey
But
guys, this is
most are
I'll do it when it
stalled.
gets there. Yeah, they'll start
Yeah.
throwing them up in a sec. Mushroom emoji, guys, to win this for free. Um, no, I've had so much fun. This has been
Okay.
awesome, and I'm very excited. Obviously, guys, as I'm doing these, we'll figure out like more formats and more questions we want to for sure be like hitting with everyone. But we're gonna figure it out together. And I've been having fun, and I feel like this was such a good first episode. So thank you
I
for
had
having
so
on.
much
And
fun. Thank
hopefully
you.
people got some good tips and learned some stuff, and it'll be fun. I'm
Ideas.
excited. It was such a good way to kick it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep
It
throwing
was,
them up, guys.
yeah.
No, it was good.
It's
There's so much to learn. I feel like I'm still learning so much stuff every single time too. And I think it's good to just like stay humble and keep absorbing
stay
information.
learning. Yeah, like I
Feel
never
like we'll
want to stop.
never learn everything, and
I never want to be that
that's
person that's like, you this is like the truth. That's why I had like no
yeah,
problem coming on this show. Like I don't auction a lot of well, I've maybe auctioned one
yeah,
because like that's just not my reality. So this is like
yeah.
the Oz behind
Well,
the
and that's
Wizard
the
of
other
Oz
thing too.
thing.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go through these. Do you want to tell me when to stop?
Stop.
Oh wait, it wasn't on one. Go
My
again.
comments.
Hold on.
Stop.
Okay,
There, I said it.
okay, I got it. It does fully work, and I can fully download it, and I can fully upload it to YouTube, and that is the goal. So I'm very excited for that. Little teaser for next week. My special guest, I will announce now. So it's 25th Hour Vintage. If you don't follow him, you should be. Um, he's so much fun. He's so awesome. He always gets the best stuff. So, like I said earlier, one of my goals from this is getting all different kinds of people who get all kinds of shit and have all different kinds of vibes that they're into. And he definitely has a vibe he's into, and he definitely gets cool shit. He just started also a new um, live show as well, which started, I think, yesterday, where he's doing live talks about like vintage toys and stuff too. And he's in the chat. But so definitely check that out and give him a follow. Give Emilee a follow. You can hit the thing up here. It'll pop over to
Thrift
her
Store
page,
Bitch.
Thrift Store Betch, and give her a follow there. But I'm really excited. I'm gonna pop this up onto my IGTV, and that's all I
Thank you
think.
so much. This was so
Yeah,
much fun.
it
It's
was
a great
awesome.
idea. Thanks everyone that attended.
Yeah, thanks for
And
everyone who's been sharing everything and has been hanging out. It was a fun
yeah.
first episode.
Yay.
20 people. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I will
Thank
talk to you
you.
all soon. Bye.